Welcome in all of my fellow gamers, memers, streamers, and dreamers. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy, Nkda, back at it again for another awesome week of really cool products and stuff and things. And how's everyone doing tonight? So one thing, I don't know, it's kind of hard to notice, but I've got a new lens for my camera. It's a wide angle lens. It looks really good. I think it looks better than just without the lens, honestly. It looks like it looks a little bit more real to me, honestly. Like I felt like I looked a little fake with the filter and stuff, and now I feel like I'm a live real person, stuff like that. But but I've got some other good news too. Y'all know me, hydrate or dihydrate. In fact, let's go ahead and, don't forget, hydrate or dihydrate. But I got a new water bottle. I actually forgot to fill it up beforehand, so I'm going to be using Old Reliable because it's full. But I got a new water bottle courtesy of Justin, and this thing's kind of cool. It's Santeco. A really cool brand too. But I just submitted my videos for these today, so I obviously have it on hand to get started. But outside of that, again, it's a typical Monday night for us. Okay, I'm just making sure one of my cameras is tracking. And so we've got a lot of cool products to show you here tonight. As always, these are some amazing gift ideas to get either for yourself or a friend. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys also. So this past weekend was my grandmother's 90th birthday, and me and my mother built her a pergola so that she could sit outside in the sun, or well in the heat rather, without the sun kind of baking her, because she's always cold, and we in Texas and outside is not cold, so now she can go outside and enjoy the sun, and it's just fantastic. So I'm really excited for her on that front. And then my birthday is not tomorrow, but next Tuesday I'll have a show on my birthday, so I'm excited about that too. Always happy to have a show and always happy to celebrate my birthday. But that's enough talking about the usual. Just as another side note too. So for the time being, this is going to be what my schedule is from now on, rather than doing the 6 to 8 PST or 8 to 10 CST or 9 to 11 EST, whatever time zone you may be in. We're going to be doing an hour later start. So it's going to be 7 to 9 PST, 9 to 11 CST, or 10 to 12 EST, just depending on what time zone you're in. I know that's a lot to take in, so my apologies for that. But we're just a slight change in schedule. I think Aster has a schedule change also. So yeah. And then of course, y'all know me, we gotta do our typical giveaways and stuff, so you guys know what you can win. So first up on our giveaways, we have a really cool Nintendo Switch Lite and Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link for that. You enter for a chance to win that on or at dragonblogger.com/win switch lite, one word. And then of course there's still the giveaway going on for the Gigabyte GD G5 gaming laptop, or $800 on PayPal. And here's the link for that one. That is going to be www.dragonblogger.com/win gaming laptop. Excuse me. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into our products. And the first one being a really cool wireless router by Raii. It is the AX3200. It's a really awesome, it has a lot of antennas. I believe it has like 8 antennas. And James covered this one. So let's go ahead and jump right into that.
James here with my final thoughts and review of the Raii RGE5 Wi-Fi 6 dual band Gigabyte mesh router, guys. Now this is a 3200 square, 3200 M is the actual model like style. Now this is good for like houses up to 3,000 square foot and then more. Now the cool thing is, guys, this does come with 8 omnidirectional antennas, and I'm gonna grab the device. I unplugged it to show you guys this. This is the device itself, right? You have these 8 antennas, and they are foldable, so you can actually put them down and up if you really need. you have your mesh system to connect up other dots or the mesh connectors to add extensions throughout your house to help stop the drops. Now, you have one lane or wane, and then 4 lanes, and then you have your DC port and your reset button, guys. Simple, easy to use. Now, they do have an app, guys. You can use it on your PC or add it to your phone, and that will let you adjust the password and username. Now, the one thing I noticed is you don't get to change both usernames and both passwords. It is one username and one password. It automatically detects 2.4 or 5 gigahertz with that password.
So that's one thing that's super cool about it, is that like it automatically will switch the bandwidth to the proper uh band channel that it needs, depending on what device. There are some devices that are still on the 2.4, and there are some that are 5 gigahertz only, and so that's cool that it has that kind of smart detection feature.
And username. So you put in whatever you want it called, and then the second one is just the 5G is what it'll say at the end. And the same password. I would have loved to have the option to change names and passwords, but it did not let me, so not a big deal. Now, cool thing is, my apartment, I usually normally use a Nighthawk router, and it works well. I do have one dead spot in the whole apartment, and that is the very back room. There's a little part of the area that gets a dead spot. Hooked this up, and no more dead spots, which was great. Now, couple of things I want to talk about, since this is an AX3200 dual band, guys, with the double antenna, the 8 antennas, guys. They are high gain antennas, beamforming. Beamforming means it pushes through a wall and then spreads out even farther, which is really, really nice. Now, some of the stuff I will talk about. 5G, you're going to get more bandwidth. 2.4, it's going to lower. With Ethernet, you're going to get straight bandwidth, guys, no issue.
So the part that I really like about this router is that he was talking about, the beams and basically the dead spots, and that's something that's really cool. Like that's something that's a problem that I face, because the room that I'm in is like the farthest room away from the router, and there's like 6 different walls has got to come through. And so the way that this router, this smart Wi-Fi router is designed, is that it basically helps you get past that, especially with the 8 omnidirectional antennas, the dual band gigabit wireless internet. And it's fantastic for not only bigger homes up to 3,000 square feet, but also making sure that there are no dead spots in your home. And that's going to be really important, not only for yourself, but also for maybe you have visitors or something. So it's just really cool and really good to have that technology. And so like you cannot beat the deal that you're getting this router for, because it's currently 27% off. You save a good $40 on it, and so it's definitely something that's going to be worth checking out. Now, me and Nate say all the time that we are absolute Anker simps, and that's true. This next product, this first one was by James, but this is the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom, and then right after, basically, Nate will be covering the Boom Plus, and they're both Anker products, which, like I said, we're Anker simps and we love Anker, so definitely worth checking out if you're looking to take your sound to the next level. James is one of our resident audiophiles, so, and yeah, I know he loves the speaker, so when it ever comes to us doing products about sound, audio, video, essentially, you always got to understand that the stuff that we show you is not going to be a first-hand representation of what it may actually sound like. So it's really important to, make sure you listen to what the Dragon Blogger is saying about their specific product, because I promise you, none of us would steer you in the wrong direction. So let's go ahead and jump right into that.
James here, and today we're taking a quick look at a new product, guys. This is from Anker. This is their Soundcore Motion Boom. This is a 30-watt Bluetooth speaker, guys, that is fully waterproof with,
like I said, this is the Boom, the one that Nate does, the Boom Plus.
IPX7 water
Plus Ultra
waterproof purification. Now, it does have a customizable EQ on their Soundcore app, which is...
And don't forget, Anker products always have an amazing app, so make sure you check those out. I'm going to skip just a little bit into this to where he pulls out the actual speaker so we can go ahead and take a first look at it.
Then on the back, guys, you actually have this nice little waterproof plug. Pop it open, you have your USB-C to Ion IQ charger, which is cool. That means you can charge your phone off this device. Let's power it up, right? You should have heard that. We are now powered up. Let's grab us a phone. And let's go into Bluetooth settings, of course. And let's try and connect this. We now actually, and it's actually pairing up. Hopefully you guys can see that. We are now paired up. So then you go over to the Soundcore app, of course, guys, over here. Just like that, Soundcore app.
Hear it, feel it.
Wait for it to load. Then we're going to wait until it pops up. There we go. Now you click connect, and it's going to connect. Now,
so it's really easy. What I love about Anker products is that they always have you connected through the app, and it'll offer some firmware date, whether you're using the Anker Soundcore stuff or the Eufy stuff. You know, it always offers an update if there's one available. You should always take that before you use your device because it just guarantees that it's going to be at its top performance. Now, once he does all that, he's going to do like a sound test for us to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. Oh, what's up, Travel Diva? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. How you doing?
Okay, I apologize, guys. Now, we have the speaker, right? That is on low. Let's go all the way up.
So I don't know if you could tell, but James is actually talking and the speaker is so loud you can't even hear his voice when his microphone is right there. And I'm so glad you're doing well, Travel Diva. We're happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope maybe you can find something cool on the stream tonight for you to pick up. But yeah, so like I said, Anker does an amazing job at like all the stuff they do. They do the Soundcore series. They also make the Eufy stuff. So I actually really do enjoy a lot of Anker products. And what's, like I said, what's really cool about this speaker is that you have the app. You can change the AQ. You get all the wonderful settings. It's really loud. It's going to have a really high audio quality, and it's just going to be absolutely fantastic for, you know, whenever, basically wherever you want to use a portable speaker. These things are good for taking with you on vacation, for, you know, hosting a small little get together in your living room, like hosting a kickback or a tailgate in the back of your car. You know, you have all sorts of uses for basically just the speaker itself. Now the next one that we're going to show you is the plus version. Essentially, it's like the little upgraded version. Nate covers this one, but it's basically the same product, just with a little bit bigger, a little bit more boom, you know, because it is the Boom Plus. So get it, boom. It's got more boom. It's a bad joke, but you gotta laugh at it, because if you don't laugh at it, then it's all just pointless. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up and show you guys what's really cool about this one. This is just basically, like I said, the upgraded version of the previous one. So it really depends on your budget which one you get, but you would not be disappointed with either.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today I am super excited to showcase to you the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus Bluetooth speaker. This is an absolute beast that comes with a ton of features and packs a ton of power, so we'll go ahead and just take a look at it. So you guys can see right here that it has this matte black finish all the way around it. Whenever we look at the top right here, you have that Soundcore branding. On the top as well, you're going to have all of your control buttons, which is going to be your play pause button, your next song button, the bass mood up, and your power button as well. Taking a look at it right here in the front as well, you can see that you are going to have your 2 speakers, 2 tweeters, and then on each side of the speaker, so right here and right here, you're going to have passive speakers that are going to act like your subwoofer, and they add a ton of bass. One of my favorite things about this is that you do receive a strap that you can hook onto this or take off if you don't want it. Makes it really,
I think that's so cool. I really do enjoy the strap for it, but more so than that, I love the boom box style, because it's just the right size where you could pick it up and hold it above your head and stand outside of the window of the one you love and just spam "hit me baby one more time," and you know, just you live out a childhood fantasy.
really easy to carry around because this is a big Bluetooth speaker. Taking a look at the back right here, you guys are going to notice that you have a micro USB-C input that is to charge this. You have a USB-A output in order to be able to charge your device.
So just as a heads up, that IQ plus, that just means it's not only going to output charge, but it's going to fast charge whenever you plug in. Just you gotta be mindful that that is going to also add additional drain to the battery. So if you're going to use that, just make sure you're mindful about how much charge your actual speakers have.
Devices, and then you also have your auxiliary jack right there in case you ever want to extend the sound onto other devices. So what we'll go ahead and do now is simply just turn this on so you guys can hear what it sounds like. In order to get this turned on, very simple, just hold the power button down, you will hear a sound. So you guys might notice that right there my red light is flashing. That is just because I extensively tested this just so I could come up with a legit opinion on what I think of this. Alright, so we've got my phone paired up to the speaker. Let's go ahead and play some music and test it out and just see how good this sounds.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Cause you try to
Gotta build up on my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so.
So one thing that I love about listening to audio products and stuff is like when it comes to Anker stuff, like I don't know how you guys listen to the stream, but I have Dolby 7.1 surround sound headphones, you know, the really good sound quality. And whenever I can hear the bass from a secondhand video through my bass, that's typically a good ringer of like it's going to be an absolutely amazing device. Now, just like its predecessor, the Boom Plus also features the ability to connect to the Anker app, customize the EQ and different sound profiles and stuff. And I just love that it has the hardware buttons on it to not only change the boost, connect to Bluetooth, change the volume, but you can also change the song and stuff. And that's something in an interface that I always want, because you know I don't always like necessarily using my phone, especially if I'm hosting a party and I put my phone down somewhere and make sure it can play music and I can't get to it and I just want to change it or pause it and stuff. I love having the physical buttons on the actual speakers so that I can do stuff like that, and that's something that's really cool. But both are, like I said, are really good speakers, really good sound systems that you can just, you know, pick up, use for whatever you may be wanting to do. And it's just, you're going to enjoy it. I promise you. Now, next up, we have a product that I am completely like I know it in and out. I'm really intimate with this thing. Like I know what it can and can't do and stuff because I use it so much. And this is, we're talking about the OBSBot Tiny PTZ 4K. So as you can see right now, I'm using my Sony ZV-1, which has a wide angle lens, and it looks really good. It's 4K, but it's, you know, it's an actual blogging camera, which is, you know, upwards of like $800, whereas opposed to this tiny PTZ is only $269. And I'm going to show you the difference in the quality. So you'll see a sort of warmth kind of go away from the image, but it's still a nice 4K. So I'm going to swap over right now, and you'll see. You see how it's a little bit different, but it's still pretty good. Do I have my tracking? Okay, so what's cool is you see how like I'm moving around right now and the camera's not tracking. Now, what you do is you lock it on, and so now that I've locked it on with my hand doing that sign, it will now focus with, you know, it try to find my face wherever I go, and it'll move around with me and have autofocus features, which I think is really cool. Now, in addition to this, it also does have speakers on it. I don't have them set up just yet, so I can't, you know, not speakers, a microphone on it. So I don't have it set up just yet because I don't want it to mess up with, you know, my condenser mic. But you can also do cool stuff such as like zoom in. Let me see if I can get it to work with me. There we go. And then I can also zoom out. And what's really cool is that I don't use it much anymore because the ZV-1 is better quality. Like I'm gonna switch over so you can see it one more time. Like it is better quality, definitely, but like you pay for it for sure because it's 3 times the price of the tiny PTZ. But like I'm gonna switch back. You're not losing much quality at all. Maybe some color warmth, but where it lacks in like the vividness of the picture, it makes up for in these cool features. Like I've never had a camera that I can just move around and talk and stuff, and it basically goes almost 360 degrees around. It will follow you until it can't follow you no more, and then because of its AI, it will also learn your hand gestures more frequent, the more you use it. I don't use it much anymore. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and switch back over so I can show you what it actually looks like. It's not big at all. It's a oops, didn't mean to do that. I gotta tighten up my camera. It's not big at all, really. It has like a magnetic stand that I put on to my actual computer. Now this is what it looks like. As you can see, it swivels around, it can move and stuff. And you can power it via USB-C, or it's DC power plug right here, or both if you wanted to give it some more power. But no, this thing is really small. It works really well, and like I said, it has a little clamp that I put onto my monitor. This is what's holding it up, and this is it. And it just magnetics on top of that, and it's just a really good, it's a really nice blogging camera too. I think you could do a lot of stuff with it if you were using it for like TikToks and stuff, or you could use it for just simply meetings and things. Let me see if I can get it to sync back up to me real quick, and just so I can show you one more time. So this is the ZV-1 that I'm using, which is $900 blogging camera, and then this is the OBSBot. And like I said, you're not missing out. The quality is still really good. It's still a 4K webcam, and it's got those powerful tracking features. So if you're looking for something like that, this is definitely something you should check out. I promise you. All the Dragon bloggers, I think most of us have one. And we all enjoy it, and I promise you would too. It's just a really good camera, honestly. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it with all the cool features that it has. I can assure you of that. Next up on the carousel for tonight, however, and a lot of the next products are going to be basically my products. Most of them are my products. So if y'all have any questions, always feel free to ask. We'll never tell you no if you have a question. But this first one of mine is going to be the testing of the Black & Decker stick vac, and this thing is absolutely fantastic if you got pets, and we have a lot of pets now. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into that. So here is my new Black & Decker vacuum. I have everything here ready to go. This is the tube that the little end part goes. I'm gonna skip just a little bit. The assembly is pretty straightforward, honestly. You don't have to use the manual or anything for it. I was already looking at it. My cat's coming up close to it. I don't know if they're going to like it. But simply, if you want to turn it on, you press that little power button right there. It'll have a little charge indicator so you know how charged the battery is. And then the LED will turn on when it's starting. Now, if you want to make the vacuum end more powerful, you simply slide that little button up right here. And as you can hear, the sound gets louder, and you can always take it back to the original setting if it's too loud. Now, if you wanted to use the other version of it and not use the little head at the end, you simply press this little back button right here, and it turns this part off and keeps this part on. Now, this would be so the reason why that's important is because when you turn it off, you can also just detach it without worrying about doing harm to your actual device, and you can put on the different heads that if you wanted to use the other attachments to go on it. But then you can always press it again to turn the floor part on, and you'll know it's on because the LED is on. So this is the pet hair attachment, and this is our little cat tree that we have. So I feel like this is the most accumulated spot that has pet hair that we can show the awesome suction power and how it works on pet hair. So as you can see, this head attachment is really good for getting up the pet hair because of the bristles that it has in the rubber. It's really easy for picking it up and collecting it. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate on here. I'm going to hold it just to make sure that it stays solid because it is a little flimsy. But I mean, you can already see the difference just immediately in how it looks from over here where we haven't vacuumed to right here where we have. And the plastic bristles do an amazing job at lifting up all that cat hair. I don't know if you can tell in the chamber, but there's already a ton of cat hair spinning around there. So as you can see, its ability to pick up cat hair is absolutely amazing. Any kind of pet hair would be no match for the suction power and the cleaning power of this awesome Black & Decker vacuum. So I've taken the sweeper attachment off of it and put this other attachment on. And this one is basically used for like light dusting and picking up some stuff in close to reach places when you just want to do a little bit of extra vacuuming. So when you turn it on, one thing that you notice is that it's going to be less draining on the battery, simply because it doesn't have to power there's a little sweeper head at the end, but it's still really good at picking stuff up. Now, so yeah, so I really enjoyed this entire Black & Decker stick vac set. It was really amazing. Like I said, it was really good for doing not only hardwood floors but carpet too, as well as having the different attachments to be able to use for different things such as the pet hair, the like the kind of a duster. Oh, what's up, Blake? Welcome to the stream. Clown love. We love clowns. Clowns used to scare me when I was younger, but I kind of do y'all remember what year was that? Was it like 2016 or something, or was it 2018? Maybe it was 2016 when the clowns, the scary clowns were everywhere and everyone was freaking out about clowns. I remember that. That was a weird time to be alive. But welcome to the stream, Blake. Happy to have you here. But yeah, so just a really good overall stick vacuum. Would definitely recommend. Definitely great for home improvement, honestly. The next product that we have is a selfie stick. Just a tripod, really, really good for making content creation. I don't use this Fugue Tech one anymore. I use a Torgem, which is what's behind me. But this one, I used it for a really long time. Actually, this was my first. I believe this is the first selfie stick tripod that Justin got me, and it was really good. I really did enjoy it. So rest in peace. I think one of the legs broke on it. I used it till I couldn't use it no more though. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So this is the 51-inch Fugue phone stand tripod, whatever you may want to use it for. I love it. It's really good for helping me have my phone stationary while I record certain videos. I love it. So I'm just going to show you some of the features that it has here. So this is where you put your phone. Obviously, you have this little knob here at the bottom where you can adjust it. Oh, this is you could also tell this is my burgeoning days with Dragon Blogger, because every other word is um it's so hard for me to watch these sometimes. However you see fit to depending on how big or small your phone is, and then you can tighten it up to make sure it clamps. As you can see, like I'm putting some force here, but it's not really moving. That's because this little knob right here locks it into place once you have your phone where you want it, and then if you want to change it, you can just loosen it up, and then as you can see, it kind of moves a lot easier here. It has very good adjustable height settings. All you have to do is unclip, and then it'll just fall down, so you can do that. And then what I really like about it is the fact that it's pretty compact. Once you take it all the way down to as far as it can go, it's pretty easy to get it. Every sentence is to there like it is hold again. Up. I can't do it right now because I have to hold one hand to record the video. Oh my god! It's the other thing that's really cool about it is that like when it goes into its portable mode, it also comes with this cool little carrying case. It just goes right in here. That's basically, to save myself some of the cringe and the ums and uhs, and that's basically, for all intents and purposes, the full functionality of that actual tripod. It was a great tripod, very durable too, honestly, very great price. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I used it till I couldn't use it no more. Like it broke on me, and then I had to get a new one. And I definitely got a full fun. I put that thing through hell and back, honestly. It didn't, I promise you, it didn't break because it was cheap or anything. It broke because I'm just rough with stuff. I with the amount of content that we had to put out, or that we still have to put out, it got used every day, extending, closing, opening, moving, sliding, stuff like that. I used it for everything. And of course, I got better with not So you know, you don't have to listen to that much anymore. Occasionally I'll still drop a here or there, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. But if you are looking for a really nice selfie stick to not only just take selfies with, but to take on your vacation and stuff, set it up for pictures and things, you can't go wrong with this Futech one. It also comes with a cool little remote that connects to your phone via Bluetooth, so that you can, you know, set it up to take pictures from a distance if you needed to, you know, without having to set a timer or anything. So that's something that's really cool about it also. But let's go ahead and go to the next product so I don't have to think about all those and everything. This next product is a really cool, and I just did it recently. It's for the Fantic XA Apex, which is an absolute beast of a tire air inflator with its cool interface that it has and the nice display screen that it has to not only show you your desired PSI, but the PSI of the tire that you have it plugged into. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So this is my Fantic X8 Apex air inflator. I've left it in the box because the box is honestly really nice, and it's a really great storage system for the actual device itself that you can keep in your car and super easy. Here's the actual bad boy itself, wrapped in a really nice plastic. I opened it just to check it out, but this is the actual first time I've completely unboxed the entire thing. And immediately you can see that it has a really nice sleek screen, a really, you know, it has a clicky interactive panel. I don't know if it has any charge in it because I just opened it, I haven't charged it yet. So it does have a little bit of charge, so it's about half just out the box. And then, like I said, the case is very nice for storing it. There's a little box under this soft part that has some accessories, so if you just pull this out, you can get to the accessory box. And this is what's going to have the charger for it, the different tips for whatever you may be inflating, whether it's like a basketball, a car tire, or you know, a bike tire. And then also the charger and stuff for it. I believe that's every, oh, there's one more thing in here. So yeah, so this is the main cord for filling anything with air. And then these are the different heads for the different devices, and also a charger. And then of course it has like a nice little you know, carrying pack for it too. It feels really nice in the hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all set up and demonstrate it on my car tire and show you guys basically how it works. So I'm outside here. I have a Chevy Traverse, and so I've checked the online to make sure what PSI is perfect for my tires, and 35 is the answer. And so basically I'm just going to plug these up, make sure my tire is topped off, and go from there. Now what's cool is that you can set it to whatever PSI you want to, whether it's going to be, you know, higher or lower than what you already have it at. And what's also cool is that it has different modes. So this one is for SUVs, this one is for motorcycles, this one is for bicycles, and then this one is for basketballs. So it already has some preset modes. But if you don't know, it never hurts to check to see what it might be. And then when I'm ready to turn it on, I just hit this power button right here, and then it's good to go. Now what's also cool is that it has a light and a light button, and this light's pretty bright, so it's just very helpful. You know, it has a strobe feature too. It's just very helpful for if you're, you know, inflating a tire at night. But basically, so I'm not gonna go ahead and show you guys the part where it actually inflates the tire, because that's just kind of boring. You're just gonna see it, you know, just chugging along. But what's really cool is that it has a feature where not only does it detect what PSI of the tire that you're, you know, connecting it to is, but it also has you where you can set the PSI that you want it to reach. You press a button and you let it go. Once the PSI of the tire matches the PSI on your display, it'll turn itself off. You don't have to worry about overinflating your tires. And again, it's got that really cool feature of not only being a light, but it's also a tire inflator that doesn't need to be connected to like a power source, so you don't have to plug it into the car's little lighter port charger, the car lighter charger. So you can definitely do it free-handed. It's not as stressful, or it's not as, you know, you don't have all those cords and stuff that get wrapped around and everything. And so it's just it's definitely a quality of life upgrade. And again, it's one of those things that you know, honestly, this is like the least likely insurance item that I'll ever try to get you to get. But again, it's one of those things where you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. But you know, with places that you can go get air, you can always go to a gas station and get tires. It's just nice to have it on your own, just so you can check your own tire pressure and stuff like that. Also, what's up, Candy? Welcome to the stream. The only candy your mother wants you to have. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? You know, I used to listen to a morning show on the way to school. My usually when my cousin was taking me to school, and it was called the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and one of his co-hosts was named, I think her name Candy Eastman or Candy Williams, something like, I think it was Candy Eastman, but her little logo, or not her logo, but her little saying was, the only candy your mom wants you to have. So it just, whenever I see your name, that's like the first thing I always think of. I don't know if I've ever told you that. I don't think I have, but it's always funny when I see your name pop up. Let's see, I'm good, laundry. But good, not a bad Monday. You know, that's all we can. Monday is usually, Mondays, I know Monday's like typically the more hated day of the week, but I actually dislike Tuesdays. There's never anything good about Tuesdays, because Monday, it's the start of the week. You know it's gonna be rough. But then Tuesday usually always just be just as bad as Monday, except like it's just Wednesday is good. I like Wednesday because it's hump day, and then Thursday is just Friday Eve, and then Friday, and then you just get through it. So, it's just one week after another. We take it one step at a time. But I'm glad you're doing good, Candy, and I'm always happy to have you here. But we're just gonna jump straight into the next product, which is one that I love. Y'all know me. I love plants. I love smell goods, and I love water. So this next one is actually technically, it has smell goods and water, technically, and essential oils come from plants, so I guess this is the best of all three worlds. But this is the Asakuki Smart Wi-Fi Essential Oil Diffuser, and this is a great diffuser for a bunch of different reasons. I'm gonna skip the beginning part and just kind of tell you what I go over, but basically it comes with the little container that measures water to pour in there, and the actual charge, or the plug for the device, and that's basically all that it comes with. You're gonna have to provide your own essential oils and stuff, but basically once it gets going, it's got a really cool app, and it's just absolutely fantastic with this aesthetic. It has a semi-opaque cover and a nice wood bottom that also has physical buttons, so you can use it without ever having to get the app. But the app gives you so much more customizing options when you're considering the color and stuff. So it's just, I recommend this diffuser to all the people who are just getting into the diffuser world and stuff, because it's just a great diffuser to have. It looks nice, and it makes any room pop. So here is features, but this diffuser is absolutely amazing. Let's just go ahead and see if I can get a good little view in here on it. Look at that bad boy go. I absolutely love it. It works like a charm. I've got one of my favorite scents on right now, cranking out as hard as it can go, and the room smells wonderful. I absolutely love diffusers to the point where I have too many, but this one is definitely one of my favorite. I do have too many. I have enough diffusers to put a diffuser in every room for 3 different homes. That's not an exaggeration either. And it's definitely the most bright. Like I don't think I'm ever too far away from a diffuser. I got one right here. This is my little mobile mini diffuser. Like there's always a diffuser around me. There's always one. First off, the app compatibility is amazing. When you get the app, there's so many different things you can do. I'm going to show it over here. Basically, you can kind of change how you want it to do. So like right now I have the gradient going. I can turn it off if I want to, turn it back on. I can change it to a fixed color if I wanted to. So if I wanted to just be green, it could just be green. If I wanted to just be blue, it would just be blue. I can also change the brightness level. So if I want like a dark blue, it'll go there. If I want to turn it like mid, maybe want to go to purple, maybe I want a really bright purple. It does really well, and it looks a little bit better with the lights off. I can show you some more colors here. Like here we'll go to yellow, bring the yellow down a little bit. As you can see, that's kind of how the brightness level changes. And then it also functions as a night light too. So it has a bunch of cool features. You can also change the spray. Right now I have it on strong mode, but if I want it off, I can also turn it off. As you can see, it's no longer blowing out the vapor, and then I can switch it back to the weak mode. So that's really basically, for the most part, all the stuff that you get out of this you get out of this diffuser. You can always gift one to you. You know what? If I could do giveaways for mystery boxes or giveaway diffusers, I probably would. If you ever come to Texas, if you happen to be in town, just let me know. I'll hook you up with some diffusers. But no, this diffuser is absolutely fantastic for anyone getting into beginner diffusing and stuff. And it's a really beautiful, it's really nice. You get all those cool features from using the actual app. But again, if you didn't want to download the app on your phone, or maybe you don't have the space, you can. You do some of the same functions from the actual physical buttons on the diffuser. I believe it has the timer setting. I know you can change the mist setting. You can't change the color cycles though. It will just continue to cycle through the rainbow. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay. Okay. Well, if you're ever in Houston, don't forget to find me. If I'm ever back in Houston. Currently I'm in Port Arthur though, but uh definitely plenty of diffusers. You can always grab diffusers. Like we have, I've done so many of them. They're like I said, I have this one that I have going. It's about to die actually. Um but yeah, I like I said, no matter what room I'm in, I'm never more than about, I want to say like 7 to 10 feet from a diffuser. Also, what's up, Justin? Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're in Fort Worth. I'm sorry for your loss. I used to I used to go to school up in the DFW area near Plano. But as someone from Houston, and I know it's Fort Worth, not Dallas, but I always have to make fun of Dallas because I'm from Houston. There's nothing else to it. It's just a rivalry. It's the rivalry. It's probably because of the Texas of the Cowboys, honestly, but I'm not that much of a football fan, if I'm being completely honest with you. All right, moving on to the next one. We got this really cool steamer that I did a long time ago, and it's actually funny. I wore this same shirt earlier today, and I was setting up my show, and I was like, "Oh, I recognize that shirt. I just wore it." And so, basically, I'm gonna show you this really cool steamer. I still use this thing. It's really good. It's a nice alternative to ironing stuff. That I quite enjoy. So this is the shirt I'm going to be steaming, and as you can see, it's pumping out a good bit of steam right now. It takes absolutely no time to get going. It makes a little bit of noise when it's so it takes about like 3-ish minutes, if that, to get the water boiling, and you can hear it boiling. You don't have to. Do not be dumb like me and put your hand in front of it like I did on a live show, because I'm so glad James warned me, because I could have scalded myself. Steamer, but I'm gonna go ahead and start steaming this shirt, working it up and down to try to get these wrinkles out. This shirt was pretty wrinkled when I first took it out of the closet, so I just have it hanging up here right now. I'm just going through, kind of steaming it. I need to get the shirt open a little bit at the bottom. There we go. Just kind of go up and down, push the steam on it, and it is hot. So without having to show you more than that, that's basically all you have to do until you get the shirt to the likeness that you want, basically until it has as least wrinkles as you're willing to put up with. And like I said, it was really easy. It's very important for this to kind of make sure that you have the first layer separated from the second layer, the front of the shirt from the back of the shirt, so that there's like air in between, because it helps with the steaming process. But this thing worked absolutely fantastic. I was able to go up and down. Like, it's really hard to see on that specific shot the way that I had it, but it was, I mean, like, before my eyes, the wrinkles and stuff were going away. And this was a fantastic steamer that just did an absolutely amazing job with everything that I needed to, and I could not have been happier, because with ironing, you gotta like bend over and stuff, and you gotta push down and arm and stuff. This is just it was just so much easier. And like it's something that like you can do while drinking coffee, like something to help speed up your morning routine, especially if you don't have time to iron your clothes. It's really easy to do this while doing other stuff, unlike ironing. When you're doing ironing, it's really hard to do other things, especially when it comes to like drinking stuff, because you want to set stuff down and that ironing board wiggles one wrong way and you spill some coffee or some orange juice on your shirt, you're gonna be mad. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about, especially if you use an iron. So it's just it does help streamline your morning process, essentially. Now, next up, we got a really cool set of floating shelves. I need to update a a do an updated video for this because now my girlfriend actually has all of these shelves kind of filled up and stuff, and they look really nice. These things are amazing once you put them where you want to in your room. The build process was a little, it's not complicated, it's a little time consuming because you got to assemble the thing as one piece and then put it into the wall together. And so you know, it's not hard, but it's not the easiest thing, but it is 100% well worth it. And also, what's up, Jennifer? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here.
So I finally have finished assembling my 5-tier floating shelf, and as you can see, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to be transferring some of the stuff that I have over here onto the shelf because I think that it is a lot better at displaying my Funko Pops than those other floating shelves that I have. But it's absolutely fantastic and it fits the room really well. I love the fact that I can put it in a corner space and it just seamlessly blends in. The assembly process was super easy. You just have to assemble the entire shelf before you put it against the wall, and then once you put it against the wall, there are holes that you screw it into. The instructions do an amazing job at showing you how to do it, but once you get it set up, you're basically good to go. You can put a lot of stuff on there. My stuff doesn't weigh a lot, and I wouldn't put too much weight on there, but you can put a good amount of stuff on there, and it's great for displaying different plushies and Funko Pops and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you're looking for an amazing little 5-tier floating corner piece for your room, this is definitely one that you're going to want to check out. It looks absolutely amazing, and I'm so thankful to have it.
Straightforward and to the point, just a really amazing shelf to display your knickknacks and stuff. So if you got knickknacks to display, that's definitely something I would check out. I thought about getting another one for this room, but I don't know where I'd put it because it doesn't really fit anywhere in this room as well as it did for that room. So you know, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but you know, we'll see. It's definitely worth the buy though, regardless of, you know, um the situation of your room. It's just you can find somewhere for it and it's going to be really nice. I was thinking about possibly getting one for the bathroom too and putting um like hair care products and stuff up there because it's just a really nice display, really easy to access kind of thing. The next product is one that I did not too long ago also, and my girlfriend stole this one from me, but it's a really nice double wall vacuum insulated tumbler. And this thing is one of like people are always talking about Yetis and stuff like that, you know, like those high-end name brand ones. And this is honestly better than one of them. We had it just in time for the 4th of July weekend, and it was fantastic. It actually kept ice for about 48 hours too.
So this has quickly become one of my absolute favorite tumbler sets. This thing is absolutely amazing at keeping your colds cold and your hots hot. I've had to use it this weekend to travel with some family for a 4th of July celebration. I got to use it all day out on the beach with some ice in it, and the ice stayed in it, and I absolutely love it. It's just amazing, and it does its job. It's got a really nice texture and a really cool color that I love. A very simple aesthetic, not a lot to it. And what makes it even better is the accessories that it comes with it. So it comes with 2 metal straws that I really like, one that's kind of bent and one that's completely straight. It also has these little caps, one clear and one black, that you can put on there if you didn't want to just straight up touch the ends, the metal ends. Maybe you know, it could be outside in the sun and that part will get hot because it's not insulated by the cup, but you just want to have the little rubber grip for it, which I actually love. And if you were drinking anything besides water, or even if you were just drinking water and you needed to clean it, it comes with this really awesome brush that has these really nice bristles for just getting inside of the actual tube and making sure that you get a perfect clean all the way throughout the tube, which I just think is amazing. This
Like that was one of my favorite parts about this entire set was that it had that really nice brush to come with it, clean straws, because that's the part that I struggle with, is making sure that I clean the straws properly. And with this, I'm just so happy to have that. I love the metal straw design. I love the design of the little rubber caps, so you don't either get it, you know, get your lips too cold because the straw is, you know, conform to the temperature of whatever's in the cup. So too cold or too hot, you have those little rubber grips. And then, like I said, that thing is really good at insulating. Also, what's up, Busy? I'm doing great. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that made this tumbler absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing. And it's just it's one of, like I said, if you're thinking about getting a Yeti, I'd like to offer you a counter suggestion and picking up this one because it is a lot cheaper than a Yeti and it performs just as well, if not better. Let's see. I was busy moving my kid into college. Sad couple of weeks. Oh no, empty nest busy. Or you still you have some younger ones? But you know, I know it can be a little sad, but you know, he's growing up. Your kids are growing up. Empty nest. Okay, well, you know what? It'll be all right. Don't worry. Think about all the extra time you're gonna have. Just make sure you have them call you every once in a while and check in on you, and you'll be all right. I promise. But moving on to the next product on our list, we've got the Bideem. I believe the model is K2423. Yes, I am right. Oh, I remembered it. Let's go. But I love this kettle. I used to have lot of a lot of different tea makers and kettles, and this one quickly replaced all of them. I love it for the fact that not only does it have optimized temperatures for the different type of teas that you may have, but it also offers the simple function of just boiling water. So you know, if that's all you needed, that's all you needed. But you got the other options too, and that's one thing that makes me love this.
This is my Bideem kettle, and I am absolutely amazing to use this kettle as a tea maker. That's what it's marketed as. So, of course, I've put some nice tea in there. I have this really good jasmine tea that I've been looking forward to using, and so I've preloaded my little thingy here with some tea. It's really easy to use. This part, you just gotta, whatever this line is lined up with, that's how you know what the position of the container is. So right now it's closed. I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to open just so I can show you that it's loaded with tea already. And then when I want to put it back on, I just line this little line up with the open and push it down home. I got to make sure it's settled properly.
So yeah, that was about the most difficult thing of this thing, was just making sure that it was like when you pulled the ring from around it, you just put it in. You know, you just make sure it's lined up. You drink tea and not coffee? See, I drink both. I drink both. I want to get some coffee packets to like kind of do in this thing. But I love coffee, or I love both, but I love tea more. What's your favorite kind of tea?
We'll go ahead and line those up and then turn it to close, and then I'm good to go. Now, if you look here at the tea maker itself, it has a really nice panel here that basically tells you what you can do. So you can just boil water as a kettle. You can set it for black and herbal tea, oolong tea, white tea, and green tea. So this is jasmine, which is a green tea, and so that's what I'm going to set it on. So let me just zoom back out here real quick and just go ahead and place this in here. And as you can see, it also has like a little filter here too for when you're pouring, so that if for some reason there is something else in there, it doesn't come out. But we've just got water and some good tea. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this on.
Very sweet tea. Do you like Arnold Palmer's or just sweet tea? Because I love Arnold Palmer's with sweet tea, some sweet tea and some lemonade. Woo!
Press it down and make sure that the top is secured. And it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the green tea button, and then it's going to get started. And so I will basically bring it back once it's done and show you guys the finished result. So the tea just finished brewing and it made a beep sound, and now you can see that this button is flashing. But as you can see here,
So as you can see, it took absolutely no time. I believe it took me about like 3 minutes to finish brewing that tea. And I ended up using this tea, like I drank some by itself, but I also basically used it to make milk tea for me and my girlfriend. And so it came out really good. I love milk tea. And so I enjoyed this kettle because, like I said, it does have those optimum temperatures for making whatever tea type that you want to put in there. And then again, it has the common boil water feature. So that's just something that's just, you know, really cool. You get the best of both worlds, water and tea. Oh, you like Lipton? Have you ever had Luzanne? I found out of all the sweet teas to have, Lipton is good. I like Lipton because you can get it everywhere, but I really like the Luzanne, the one that you go to like Luby's or like the barbecue places that they have. That one's my favorite sweet tea. Like if I want something sweet, that's the one that I get, is the Luzanne one. But I like Lipton also. Lipton ain't bad. I think we have some Lipton bags you know, we make sweet tea from time to time. So I think we do have Lipton. I have to ask my girlfriend, but I'm pretty sure we're Lipton drinkers too. You know, honestly, I'll drink anything hot or cold. I just like to drink fluids essentially. That's why I'm always on water. I'm always on like diet soda or something. All right, so the next product that we have is a really awesome cooler. Probably one of the best coolers I've ever had. I'm gonna do this product real quick. We're gonna go through it, talk about some of the cool stuff about it, and then I'm gonna pull up Nate's next video about the Michelangelo espresso machine. And while I do that one, I'm gonna run to the restroom because I actually have to go so bad. But I want to get through this one just so I can like try to finish out the hour. And so without further ado, let's get into it. So I really like this cooler for the reason that it has a really nice sealing. So one thing that you're gonna hear me say in the video is that not only is it waterproof, which means the water outside won't get in, but it's leak proof, which means the water inside won't get out. And that's something that's really cool. And you'll see it has like a little lip that forms a seal when you pull the zipper too. And the zipper is really tight, like it's always tight. This thing actually comes with oil for how tight the zipper can be sometimes, so you got to oil it occasionally, but not too often. Like I think I've oiled this thing once since I've got it and it's good. But if you do feel like it's getting too hard to pull around, they include that oil for you too. But that's basically how it forms this really really tight seal.
So this is my DeRoos cooler. I absolutely love this thing. It's basically a soft cooler bag that's lightweight, leak proof, portable, and very well insulated. As you can see here, it has a very nice feel to it. I love the material. It's kind of rugged. It also comes with these nice straps that are in the front and the back that you can put together, and they'll Velcro together, and you can separate them as you see fit. But it also comes with this nice strap that's on the side that you just simply clip on. It's not hard at all. Literally, you just snap it on each side and you're good to go. Now, what I love about this thing is the fact that it is airtight. It's leak proof and waterproof, so no matter what you put inside, it's protected from leaking out from the inside out, or if it's submerged in water for some reason, nothing from the outside will come in. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to grab the zipper and open it up so that you can kind of see what it looks like on the inside. I have a couple of things in here, some cans of bubble tea, and then
Hey, we were just talking about milk tea. I forgot that was in this video.
and some apple juice and a little bit of ice, and they got chilled so fast. The DeRoos soft cooler basically keeps everything
So you see this, you see where my hand is? That's like a little lip on the side. And then there's like the top part fits right into it. You'll see it.
in cold storage for about 72 hours. Now, if you look here, you see this rim that's on the top around it, where the top fits perfectly in. As you can see, it kind of has this little padding, and this is what creates the airtight seal when you zip it. And when you zip it, you're going to notice that the zipper has a lot of pressure that goes around just to ensure that the seal is airtight. So if you're looking for an awesome cooler that's going to last all day and even more than a day and keep your stuff super cool, definitely check out the DeRoos cooler. It's absolutely amazing, and I know it's going to basically fulfill all of your needs.
So that DeRoos cooler does a really good, it'll keep stuff in there 72 hours cold. Like it does a really good job. And it's because of that airtight seal, which is super important, which is why the zipper is designed the way it is and why they include that little oil in there too. It's a legitimate fantastic cooler, one of the best that I have. You know, like my mom loves to go fishing and stuff, so after I used it for a while, I gifted the cooler to her so she can use. Yeah, exactly, Travel Diva. Small but nice, really compact, not too heavy, very comfortable strap too. That's something that is, not too common with those things. So a really really comfortable strap. So that's something that I really enjoyed about it too. Now, next up on our list, and in fact, he just posted in the chat, Nate is going to be showing us this really cool Michelangelo espresso machine. And since he's in the chat, while I'm running to the restroom real quick, him and Justin will handle all of your questions in the meantime. But I will be back shortly.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, back again today with another video taking a look at this Michelangelo espresso machine. This thing is jam-packed full of features, so let's go ahead and just jump in and take a look at everything that this thing has to offer. So this thing is very easy to get set up and going. You guys can see on the right side of the machine, you're going to have hot water, coffee, and steam. And what that steam is for is this little nozzle right here that's going to allow you to add frothed milk to your espresso. It's really awesome that you're able to just do that. You guys can see that on the back side here that the water reservoir tank is huge, so you're definitely going to get a lot of cups out of one fill right there. You're going to have two different cup sizes. We're going to go ahead and go with cup 1 to get this started. Then you're going to take this little handle right here and just choose which cup you want. So I have the 1 cup size. You're going to choose your favorite espresso grounds, and then you're just going to pour them in like that. And then the next thing you want to do is basically just apply even pressure to the coffee grounds that you just added in order to get this thing to pull through. And honestly, I don't know what mess you guys are talking about. See, there's no mess. And then after that, you guys...
That's Nate be cracking me up in his videos. I just absolutely I love it. Oh man. What mess. Honestly, I don't even know what you're talking
As
about.
you'll see right here, you have a nice even cup. And then the next thing you want to do is basically just push this on. Now, it might seem like I'm struggling. It is not that difficult to do this. I just did it wrong. So just follow the instructions and you should be good. Next thing you want to do is just simply select what size cup you want. We're going to go with 1 cup. And you guys will see here after a few seconds that it will start to pull. And honestly, I don't know why, but something about this right here is just so satisfying to watch. I think it's just how clean and how simple it pulls through. And then I went ahead and sped this portion up. This is me frothing the milk. It does take a little bit longer. That's why I sped the video up, just so you guys aren't sitting here watching the whole 45 seconds it took to complete this. And then you are simply able to just
6 hours. Sheesh.
add that frothed milk into your coffee.
Justin, same. I really could use an espresso shot right now.
So there's a little drop, and you guys can see right here that that is just so satisfying to do. Now, I tried to do the designs, but I am definitely no expert, but even without that, you guys can see just how satisfying this is. So if you guys have been looking for a new espresso machine, I think this might be the one for you. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
So Nate did an amazing job at covering that espresso machine, and currently that espresso machine is about $60 off. No, it's you can save $30 rather. There's a clickable coupon on the page. Sorry, I said 60. A clickable coupon on the page to take a big chunk off. Michelangelo makes some really good stuff for the kitchen, whether it be an espresso machine like this or a nice copper wok like this. Now, they not only do copper woks, but they also do non-stick pans in general. I have 2 pots and pan sets from Michelangelo, and because of that, like, I was able to, actually have a full Michelangelo kitchen when it comes to cookware, so I really do enjoy Michelangelo products, and this really awesome Michelangelo 5-quart non-stick wok is among some of my favorite pieces. Now, it also comes with a cool attachment that you can use to steam stuff with it. It also comes with something that you can like fry stuff in it if you wanted to, dip in oil. But of course, I'm going to stir fry some noodles, something that is a very common food cooked in woks. And so I'm gonna jump
Excited
right
to
into
get
that so I can show you
to make it kind of thick.
Basically what I did was I took some noodles here, no oil in there, made a sauce out of chili paste, soy sauce, some other seasonings, and a little bit of honey. I forget what else I put in there, but I made some stir fry noodles and they came out absolutely fantastic. They were amazing. And basically I just kind of show you how it's easy. Now, what's really cool about these copper inside for this wok is that it evenly distributes heat super well. So you don't have to worry about like the bottom being so much hotter than the sides and stuff. And of course, because the flame is in contact there, like, it will be a little bit hotter in the middle, but it's not so much hotter because the heat dispersion of this thing is amazing.
Fry the noodles in that. We can go ahead, toss that in. Got my little spatula to help scoop it out too. Gonna turn up my heat just a little bit. And then start mixing.
And that's basically it. Without having to use oil or anything, I was able to stir fry my noodles and remove the water out excellently because of the even heat. And it gave it a really nice, sort of semi crispy texture to the noodles, which is what I love. Yep, Chef Nkda. It's funny you mentioned that. I actually just got through, because my grandma's 90th birthday was this past weekend. I actually just got through cooking for basically half my family. I mean, I did this really cool kind of like, I did a sort of like fish and chips, but like I put my own little twist to it. I made my own like beer batter recipe. I used the Modelo for it, which I don't really like beer, but the batter came out fantastic. Everyone loved it. And then I also kind of made my chips a little different. Instead of doing it like regular French fries, what I did was I took uh potatoes, boiled them. I cut a circle around them, boiled them for 30 minutes, soaked them in ice water. They peeled super easy because that's the way I like to peel potatoes because it's just easier. Mashed them, added some salt and pepper and some flour and a little bit of cornstarch and made kind of like a potato dough essentially. Rolled it up, cut it out, and then put it up into the into the oil and cooked it kind of like the same way I fried the fish, and everyone loved them. They came out really good, and so I was actually Chef Nikita. I was in the kitchen for 4 hours. I also made some shrimp too, but man, I was so tired after. I forgot how much work it is being in the kitchen. Woo, woo. But it was fun. It was. I'm glad people enjoyed the food. Although I was about to choke my cousin because I made the food for my grandma, and my grandma can't have a lot of salt. So I wasn't expecting as many people to come over as they did. And so I didn't put a lot of salt into the potato and stuff because she has a bunch of health issues, and I was trying to make sure she can eat the good food, and it not be too much of a risk to her. And he gonna come in and talk about this ain't enough seasoning. I ain't cook for you. This for my grandma. You can go home. How you gonna complain about free food? Man, I was so mad. But absolutely fantastic walk. Really good, really easy to clean too. I love all their stuff is non-stick, easy to clean, and it just looks really good. And that's something that you cannot you couldn't ask for more from Michelangelo, because Michelangelo does an amazing job at all of their stuff. Now, Clear Space does some really good stuff too. And I like them because they've added a lot of utility to my kitchen. And that's something that I love, because I love to get the most for the least. And that's essentially what you get with all of these airtight food containers. We use these for all sorts of things. We use them for cereal, for pasta, for rice, for snacks, for all sorts of things. And it keeps my kitchen really organized. And that's something that I love.
So this is my 14-piece storage container set, and I absolutely love it. Here you can see some of the ones that I've used and the ones that I have left over. Now there's 4 different sizes, as you can see. These 2 right here are the tallest size, and just for reference, this is an entire freshly opened bag of frosted mini wheats, so it will hold an entire bag of cereal. And then I had to split the oatmeal into 2 because the entire container was a little bit too much, and I kind of wanted to, there was just a little bit left, so I poured some that I filled this up into here just to have it, this one just not be using, just a low amount. And then of course I put rice in this one. This is only 3 sizes. There's a size in between these 2, and it's this one right here that you can see. It's just kind of slightly taller than this one is, but it's a nice 14 pack set, and I absolutely enjoy it. Very uniform. One thing,
Very uniform, very easy to use. They may come in different sizes, but the tops are universal, so you can use any top on any different container. It also comes with labels, and the one part that I also loved about it was it came with a measuring spoon set. It was just really cool. It's really colorful and it's really nice. And so if you're looking for a really nice set of containers that are airtight, excuse me, then this is definitely going to be one that you want to pick up, because there is no better way to get your kitchen more organized faster than with these clear space airtight food storage containers. Now clear space also has a really, because I was just telling you earlier about my new water bottles and stuff, so I'm gonna have to use this one a lot more. But they also make an absolutely fantastic water bottle organizer too, which we keep in our refrigerator also. And it's fantastic the amount of utility that you get from all clear space products. And that's why I recommend them to anyone who's like, for like new homeowners and stuff, because like, that's what I was. And so it's just really nice to come to a home and be able to have something like this, so I can organize all my stuff in one spot and stuff. Also, what's Lori B? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. How you doing on this fine evening? Yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
I have my two-tier 2x3 water bottle holder. Basically, you could have it as two separate 3 bottle holders if you wanted to, but I like to stack them
Hi, Lori. I love the profile picture, by the way. It's a cute flower.
just to have the more surface area on whatever table I plan to put it on. And really, it's super easy. It just fits on. You just got to make sure that these little curved parts fit on the edges on all sides, both the sides and the back. And then
I'm doing well, cruising through a Monday, trying to get to Tuesday and hopefully Friday by the end of it. Same old, same old. How are you doing?
you could even buy more than one set and have this stack multiple high, because each one can function as the top or the bottom. As you can see, this bottom part has hooks too. But basically,
So close, so close.
that's honestly it. Once you go ahead and do that, you can just start putting bottles in wherever you want. I have a couple that I've brought here just to demonstrate. They're all different.
So yeah, really straightforward on that bottle organizer. Whether you have different bottle sizes, different bottle lengths. It can basically accommodate most bottles. I mean, obviously it can't accommodate my big old chungus of a water bottle here, but it does cover a wide selection of them. And that's one reason why I love ClearSpace and their water bottle organizers, because it just offers that variety, and it offers the stackable design too, so you can get more if you have more space for storing stuff like that. And that's just something that I love. And I hear you on that one, Lori. I'm ready for the weekend. The weekend just ended. I'm already ready for it to come back right back around. It don't make no sense to work 5 days, rest 2. That math ain't mathing to me. That math ain't mathing. And I'm glad you find me entertaining, Travel Diva. I do my best to try to give a good show everywhere and every time. So that's just how I am. But speaking of home improvement with the clear space stuff, Oledio, I try not to pick favorites, but Oledio has had my heart for a long time. I absolutely love them as a brand, and Bextract too. All the stuff that they make is fantastic. And so I have different stuff from them. I have different baskets, different mugs. I have a drying rack. I have like this sliding thing that comes out of my cabinet, and they make stuff. I have a towel rack from them. I have a shower caddy. They make all sorts of things that are I highly recommend this brand for anyone looking for really easy, simple, utilitarian things to build that will make your life better, because these things are so easy. They always include extra screws and easy instructions, and so you never have to struggle with them. And so that's one reason why I love them. They're definitely user friendly, easy to build, and they look amazing too. I love the designs of this.
So this is my two-tier.
They have all sorts of things, Travel Diva. Like, this is a good one. They have a different 3-tier fruit stand. They have a 4-tier fruit stand. They have plant stands. They have shower caddies. They have all sorts of things. And like I said, what I love about them is that they are super easy to build. You never really need, like, at most you need a screwdriver. Sometimes you don't even need that, just depending on what you get, because everything kind of screws into each other. It's just super easy to build. And I don't think I've ever spent longer than maybe 10 to 12 minutes building something from Oledio.
Oledio fruit stand, and I absolutely love it. Now, what's cool about it is that it has a really nice design on the outside that I really like. And like all Oledio products, it was super easy to build. The instructions are super clear, and you can't go wrong. It's just too easy. What I really like about this also is, though I don't have any bananas, it has this really nice elevated like banana kind of hanger at the top that you can use for bananas that you may have. But right now I just have a bunch of pears, so I'm using it to hold my pears until they finish getting ripe. But this is absolutely an amazing centerpiece to have regardless of where you put it, whether it's on your counter, in the center of your kitchen table, or just somewhere in the room. Oledio does an amazing design for basically any product that they have. So this is their 2-tier fruit rack with nice little banana hanger at the top, and it's definitely worth checking out.
Swap that back over. So yeah, like I was saying, Oledio makes really awesome products that are just super easy to build, really easy to install, and I love them. There's another Oledio product that's coming further into the show, and well, actually, it's in 2 products, but it also looks really nice. It was a little bit more difficult. It was probably the most difficult thing to build, but it wasn't difficult because of like the pieces. It was difficult because of like measuring out the string, and you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes up. But before we get to that one, I'm gonna jump straight into the elephant's desk. You have to get 2 of them. Okay. I look, if I can convert anyone to being an Oledio lover, I will. Like I said, it's my favorite. They're my favorite brand. I try not to pick favorites, but I do love them a lot. I love all the stuff that they make. They used to send me stuff all the time, and then when I finally moved into a new house, they sent me a bunch of stuff at once, and I was so happy. I was just so happy. Everything was so nice and so easy to use. But hey, Margaret, welcome to the stream. What's up? How you doing? But this next product is the Elephant's folding desk. And I used to have it to the side of me, but now I have like a gaming table over there that I use for like my products now, and I moved the folding desk elsewhere. But until recently, I had kept this desk with me as long as I could because this thing is just fantastic. It's no assembly required when you buy it. All you have to do is unfold it, unvelcro it, and then unfold it and snap it into place. Super easy to set up, and it closes down to maybe about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches thick, if that. And you can just slide it under a bed, behind a bookshelf, wherever you can fit it. It's very easy and compact, and so I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you guys.
So here I have my Elephant's 40-inch folding table, or computer desk, whatever you may want to use it for. No assembly required. This is how it came straight out the box, and it's really easy to set up. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Basically, all you need to do is undo this Velcro strap right here. That's basically what kind of holds it together.
Also, I'm doing well, Margaret. I'm glad you're doing well. Has your evening been entertaining, boring? You got any cool plans this upcoming week?
And then the leg comes up, the other leg comes up, and then this little bracket here kind of locks into place. This part fits in right here, and this part fits in down here and on both sides, and it just kind of locks. And then basically once it's locked into place, you can go ahead and just stand it on its side and then flip it all the way over. And it's basically good to use. Here it is in all its glory. It looks really nice. The engineered wood has a very nice material and like textured to it. It's really easy to set up, as you just saw.
So very easy to set up, easy to assemble, easy to store. What I really like about it is that it holds a lot of weight too. Like, it doesn't look like it's sturdy, but I know for a fact that it will hold at least 250 pounds. I think I got close to 300 on it. But I used to store all of my products on this thing and use it just day in and day out, and it's really sturdy. Let's see. I went back to school night to meet all my daughter's teachers. Oh, okay. Okay, I remember that used to be one of the most terrifying nights for me was having my mom go meet my teachers, having parent teacher conferences. Woo. But luckily I was always a good child, so it never really went bad, but I still never liked it, and I don't know why. Like I always felt like maybe my teacher was gonna say something that she had never told me about, so it used to freak me out sometimes. But luckily, my mom did not deserve such a good child that she got. I was always good in school. I was not a troublemaker. She was not the same. My mom was a troublemaker, a fighter. She deserved to have a little twerp. And though I am now a little twerp, I wasn't the little twerp I should have been growing up. But no, Elephants does an amazing job at making a wonderful folding desk. No assembly required. Super easy. Take it out. It's not only great for stuff, like use. You can use it as a desk. You can use it as a party table for food. Whatever you may use it for. I promise you, it's gonna be perfect. Let's see. She's in high school. You got 12,000 steps. Hey, but that's good, Margaret, because my goal per day. I believe I have mine set at 10,000, and I almost never make it. But you made 12,000. That's a good little workout, Margaret. I see you get them steps in. um. So moving on to the next product, though, this is the one that I was also telling you guys about. That's Oledio. About the hanging planter. Y'all know me, I love my plants, and the next two products are actually plant products. But this one I like a lot because it's probably one of the most unique planters that I've ever had. And I love the aesthetic that it brings to our living room. So I want to show you guys this video because this made me proud. The hardest part of this thing, what I was saying was like, none of this is difficult to build or anything. The hardest part was measuring out the strings that they provide you. That was the hardest part.
So here we have the Oledio Melamine pots, and I absolutely love them. They're amazing, fantastic, and they were so easy to assemble. I love plants, and so does my girlfriend, and so the fact that we have this is absolutely amazing. It's a wonderful centerpiece. It was really easy to install. All you simply have to do is put the top bar together and then adjust the strings to get the height as even as possible by measuring them out, and then you just tie them at the top. I cut off the extra parts at the top, and I've got them hanging like this. Now these are really awesome because we were able to put them down long enough to still get sunlight when we raise the blinds up, and it's just fantastic how amazing they look, all four of them together. I kind of want to get more so we can put more of these around the house, but they just look so beautiful, and it just adds an amazing effect to any room. So if you're looking for some way to show off your plant babies where they're like hanging and suspended, this is definitely going to be one product for you to check out for sure.
But absolutely, just absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I love the way I'm able to display my plant babies with the hanging pots, and I would recommend them to anyone who's a plant lover like I am because it does wonders for the home. I can't wait for those things to grow out and let the leaves and stuff start coming over the sides because I'm really excited. I love how that looks, and so I can't wait to get to that point. Now it looks like the next product that we have on the list is also for plants, but it looks like it's maybe, is there other buying options? So there's other buying options, but they're a lot more expensive than they should be. So I would say if you're interested in this next product, definitely save it to your cart and wait till the supplier is back in stock. But these are absolutely fantastic too for plants, and these are the Carney plant stands. And these were really great for when we were living in the condos because we had a nice little patio, and these it was really easy to just put the pots on them regardless of how heavy. These things handled some heavy pots really well, and we were just able to slide them around and move, and it really came in handy when we were moving to the home because we were able to just keep them on the little platform, slide them to the car, and it made life so easy.
Well, here's a howdy do to all my fellow plant lovers out there. As you can see, I have a ton of plants here, and sometimes, depending on how the weather's going to be, I have to move them. And moving the small ones is really easy. I mean, they're not a hassle. It just takes some time. But for some of my bigger ones, I like to be able to move them a little easier. And one thing I really like are these Carney um, plant rollers. They're really nice. When I first got them, they come wrapped in plastic, and they feel really light. And I was worried because this little plant, right here, this thing weighs probably a solid like 30-ish pounds. It's a pretty big plant. Um, and so I was worried that um, the stand might not be able to hold it, but I mean, it does a really good job. It doesn't feel like structurally or weak or anything. I'm able to like move it around as I see fit. It's really easy to slide. Doesn't really like catch on anything. It's really balanced, and so I'm really happy. I want to get a couple more actually because I have a few other ones over here that I would like.
Again, you can tell these are the early Nkda days because the ums are absolutely atrocious. I was saying at the start of every sentence, this, that, and just basically just umming all over the place. But no, these plant stands were absolutely fantastic. I did not give them enough credit when I first took them out of the packaging because I was like, this is light. Like I don't really know what to do with this. And then I used it, and now what I can verify is that they both weigh, or that it will hold a plant that weighs 50 pounds. But I don't know about more than that, and I wouldn't try. Good night, everyone. It's been a long day. Hey, thank you so much for traveling by, for stopping by, Travel Diva. I hope you have a blessed night. Get some rest. Enjoy your rest too, and I will see you the next time you show up. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic plant caddy. I recommend it if you have, even if you have a square base pot, it will still work. Just make sure you have it placed on there evenly, and you won't have to worry about it catching. The wheels roll really smooth regardless of the weight, and I guarantee you, if you have plants that you need to excuse me, move between inside and out, um, definitely recommend getting one of these plant caddies. Oh, you get a treadmill? Okay, Justin, what brand? Moving on to the next part. The next two products are actually really cool. They're both Meebleys and they're Bugatti Devos. And I was so happy to get to do the videos for these too. And so I'm gonna go ahead and play. First, we're starting off with the 1/12 scale model, which is the bigger one of the two. And then after I play both videos, I'll kind of let you guys know like the differences between the bigger one and the smaller one, and how they go. Go Plus 2-in-1 folding treadmill. I don't think I've ever heard of Go Plus, but I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's go. So this amazing bad boy beast of a car right here is the Amebly Bugatti Devo 1/12 scale remote control car. It's absolutely fantastic, has a wonderfully sleek design, and it is one of the best remote control cars that I've ever had the pleasure of using. Now at the bottom here, as you can see, this is where the power switch is to turn it on once you install the battery in this little compartment here, and it also has a trim at the bottom that you can set to your personal preference. I've used it a couple times, and so the wheels are a little dirty. But what's cool is that when you turn it on the controller and turn it on at the bottom, it's really easy to pair with this really nice controller. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first off, with the controller, you can put the wheel on either side, and this is how you turn it, and it's just dependent on what side you want it on for preference, and the trigger is really easy to use. Now when you turn it on, the light will flash, but it'll keep flashing if there's nothing to connect to. When you turn on the car and turn it on, however, it'll flash a couple times and then just go away, and that's how you know it's connected. When you go forward, it has these really cool lights that you can see, and when you go backwards, it doesn't show the lights, but it moves around super easy, so I'm going to show you guys how it performs. Now, this is when I took it out on my little driveway, and what's cool is that this car can build enough momentum going in one direction that when you change direction, it will drift. I think ours is like, actually, ours might be more than 75 pounds. We have an old one. I think we've had ours since like 2014 or maybe before that. My mom gave it to us. It's been in the family for a while because at first it was my great aunt's. Then she sold it to my mom. And then my mom had it for a while, never used it. And she gave it to us because we wanted to start a home gym. And you can kind of see me. I'm trying to I'm trying to get it to drift as best as I can. But as you can see, I get some minor drifts off. Now, this is what I noticed, that when it goes off the pavement into the grass, it doesn't do as well. And so I had to come pick it up and put it back on the pavement. So this thing actually super excels on. As soon as I picked it up, I ran it right back off like a jack wagon, essentially. Pavement. But when it has to go off-road, it does struggle a little bit. And I put it on there and accidentally went right back off again. So I had to set it out. But outside of that, it's absolutely perfect in every way. And it was just a ton of fun to get to use outside. And I just kept driving around my little driveway trying to perfect my drift. Sometimes I could get it and sometimes I couldn't, but it's a really awesome car, and I just love the way that it looks and how easy it is to use, pair, set up, and you get a bunch of battery life out of this. You get about 40 minutes. I'm going to show you guys it from a different angle so you can kind of see me again attempting to try to drift with this thing. I started getting better the more I used it. It's easier to drift if you're originally going forward than if you're going backwards, but once you get the hang of it, it's really nice and it's super easy to use. So if you're looking for an awesome, nice Bugatti Devo replica that's going to be an amazing remote control car and give you a bunch of fun and time outside to enjoy it with, definitely check out this Amebly Bugatti Devo remote control 1/12 scale model remote control car. And so, like, it really is fantastic. These are some of the coolest remote control cars that I've ever done, honestly. What they don't have in off-road capabilities, they make up for in realism, aesthetic, lighting features, and just ease of use. Like I said, these are definitely meant for solid, like concrete pavement, stuff like that. They don't do well in the grass. It's just it's not going to work out for you if you try to use it in grass. So keep that in mind. These are definitely not off-road vehicles, just like the actual Bugatti Devo itself. And so that's something that you need to keep in mind. Now, this is the heavier model, the 1/12 version, so it's very easy for it to go over certain bumps in the pavement and stuff too, like with ease, because it's heavier and bigger. But the next one that we're going to show you, the 1/16 model, does not have the same benefits of being able to go over as easily. And I don't think I show it in the video, but I know when I was testing it out for sure, it was not doing it as well as it should have been coming towards the bump. Like when it's coming towards a step up, as opposed to going down, it's fine, but going over the bump is just a little bit hard for this thing. This bad boy here is my Bugatti Devo 1/16 scale remote control car. And let me show you why this is a fantastic remote control car. It is really awesome and really cool. This is the bottom. This is where the on and off switch and the trim is, so you can set it how you want it to, and this is how the controller works. It has a really nice interface and it's super easy to use. Now, when you grab the controller, what's really cool about it is you can pull this little wheel off and use it on either side, whichever is more comfortable for you. You can have it on the left side or the right side. I prefer it on the right side. And it's basically what you use to turn, and then of course it has the trigger and the on and off switch. When you turn it on, it's going to flash, but if the car isn't on, it's just going to keep flashing. So you have to turn the car on, and then once you turn the controller back on, it'll flash and then stop. That means it's connected. And when I go forward, these really awesome lights come on the front, and when you take it backwards, the lights don't come on, but it's really smooth. Now I'm taking it outside to use it on the pavement in my driveway, and what's really cool is that when this car gets going, it gets going really fast. Now, one thing that I like about it is that when you're going forward fast enough and you switch directions and turn the wheel a certain way, you can kind of get it to drift. As you can kind of see, I've done it like twice here now. It's really fun, and it's really hard to kind of get the hang of, but this car is absolutely amazing. It's smooth. Now, one thing that I did notice is there were a couple of times where the car went into the grass and it was a little harder to use it. So this is one of those
remote control cars. It's definitely going to be better on pavement, some kind of smooth, solid surface. But overall, I'm absolutely pleased with it. The battery fully charged gives you about 40 minutes of battery life, and this thing is absolutely amazing and tons of fun. It's super fast, and it just looks super cool. The overall design is absolutely amazing, and you can just have so much fun with it. So if you're looking for a really fantastic, representation of a real car, the Bugatti Devo, this Amebly one is going to be the one for you. It's absolutely fantastic, true to life, and it's just a super fun car to have. This is the only way in my life that I will ever be able to own a Bugatti, and I'm going to take solace in that fact because I think it's pretty. I love RC stuff, regardless if it's boats, planes, trucks, cars, dinosaurs. I got to do a remote control dinosaur. Do you know how cool that was? That thing was awesome. I love getting to do RC stuff, but these cars have been some of my favorite products to do because they're so realistic. Now, I'm going to compare the two just so you guys can weigh your options in case you're curious about which one might be best for you. So if you're wondering about which one's faster, they're both the same speed. They're both, we tested them forward and backwards. One of the videos on the actual product page shows the testing, and I promise you, they're the same speed, forward and backwards. The 1/16 is smaller and cheaper, has a shorter battery life. The 1/12 is bigger, goes over bumps easier, has a slightly longer battery life because it's got a longer battery. They use the same controller, and in fact, you can switch the controllers between the two if you decide to get both of them. It does not matter. Um, the like I said, the bigger one goes over bumps well, a lot well, a lot better, honestly. But the smaller one drifts better, so it's really good for doing cool like drift tricks on them if you want to. They both handle about the same. They were able to turn in the driveway. Both were able to do figure eights and stuff. They both light up when you go forward. They don't light up going in reverse. And I think that's basically it. They both have the trim control at the bottom. But yeah, they're the same speed. Personally, I like the smaller one better because it drifts better and I like to do cool little tricks and stuff. But as far as both of them, it really depends on what you want. And so that's basically all I can offer you is like a nice little compare and contrast for the two. But regardless of which one you end up picking up, I promise you enjoy it because, like I said, they are true to life. They look really good. They also, one thing that I don't hit on in the video too, is that they have display uh holes in the back where you could like if you set it up you could wall mount it because it has those wall mountable holes in the back that kind of like latch on and stuff. So if you wanted to just pick them up to display them because you like the car, like you can also do that too. That was something that was really cool that I forgot to mention, but like I said, really cool. They're not the fastest thing I've ever tested, and they're not the most expensive thing I've ever tested, but they are the most unique, true to life thing that I've tested. And I thank Meebly from the bottom of my heart for sending these amazing, amazing remote control cars. The Bugatti Devo, just absolutely fantastic. So moving on to our next set of products, we've got three back-to-back Syncom products, two of which are going to be by James. And I laughed when I saw this first one because he tested a leg massager on his arm. Good old James here, he's always got to throw us a curveball somewhere. And then he also does the Syncom massage gun, and then Justin hits the Syncom eye massager. I forgot to ask Justin, is that the eye massager that got absolutely destroyed, the Syncom one, or was it a different one? I can't remember. But I'm gonna go ahead and run this James video for a little bit. I gotta run to the restroom real quick again, but I will be right back shortly. I promise it won't take anything longer than like 30 seconds. Oh, Bob and Brad one. That's the one that got chewed up. I always get it confused with this one. But yeah, the Bob and Brad one got chewed.
Cuff has an air plug, right? So this is left.
Okay, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. Justin will be watching. Like I said, I'll be back in probably about like 30, 45 seconds.
So we plug left into left right here. And then you take this, guys. You will actually just find your arm or device that you want to put it on, and then fit it around like this, right? Let's just do it right here. Fit it around, grab this, fit this through this little hook, and then feed it back around and Velcro it on. As you guys can see, it's nice, it's on. We're not going to connect both sides, really don't need to. You guys can see this with one side, but you have a right and left cup. So then
you seen it here first, folks. The only man on Amazon who would test a leg massager on his arm. James here. I love this man.
Take the plug, which is right here. Just a standard plug, right? Plug it into the bottom. Turn it on. We now have it on, right? It's starting to pump up. We have mode 1. Let's add the pressure into this. And
by the way, I'm only going to say this because I know he's asleep and I don't want to get into too much details, but the next time you guys see James, if you happen to see him, just tell him that he's doing a good job. Tell him that, you love him or something, because he's kind of going through a lot right now, and I promise you it would cheer him up. But that's just from one dragon blogger to his audience. If you have some nice words to say to James, please give them to him in the coming days. I promise you he'll appreciate it.
It's now inflating, almost like an arm cuff that's taking your pressure. You can use mode 1 or mode 2. We'll go to mode 2, pop it up, let it go. And now it's going to go up and down, back and forth as it inlets and exhales the air, which is very cool. Now, you can do this for your legs. Like I said, your legs, your feet, or your arms like this. If you want, put it up higher, cinch it tighter. We'll pop it off, right? We'll put it all the way up here. And then just tighten it up until it's nice and tight and you can feel it going. Repeat with the other side, and there you go. Again, this is from Syncom, all for the healthcare product, guys. This is an air massager. Thanks for checking out this quick video, and have a great day.
So James did an awesome job at this product, at covering this product, and I think it's cool. So I was looking at the product page actually, and there's something that I wanted to mention. And the only reason I know this is because I worked in health insurance for a little bit. And so that's why I'm able to give you, I'm not giving you medical advice, I promise you that. But if you go look at the product page itself, not only will you see that there is a $5 clickable coupon and it's already 25% off, but this item is also FSA or HSA approved, which is basically a savings account that's typically offered through your health insurance. And I would double check with your insurance to make sure that they'll cover this. But if it's FSA and HSA approved, that typically means you can use those accounts to purchase this, which is really nice because sometimes like the leg compression therapy can really help out, especially if you have like varicose veins or leg problems, just different kinds of leg problems. It really helps. Again, it has 2 modes, 3 massage intensities, really helpful for RLS edema relief, adjustable wrap sizes. As you can see, he was able to put it not only on, he didn't put it on his legs, but not only can you put it on your legs, but you can pull a James and put a leg massager on your arm to test it out if that's what you need. But truly, these things are meant for the leg to help with circulation. I believe the 2, I can check, I believe the 2, so it doesn't say on the thing, but typically when a massager like this, and just because I have experience with Syncom and Fit King, typically the 2 massages are sequence and circulation, which is just basically how they function. So like sequence will do 1 section release, another section release, another section release, and circulation will do everything inflates, everything releases, everything inflates, everything releases, just so you know like the difference between the 2. But again, really good job. Now Syncom also does a massage gun that James is going to show us also, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that one up next.
James here with the quick unboxing and showcase of a new product, guys. This is from our friends over at Syncom. This is their precision muscle massager, guys, right? This has a 15-minute timer, 6 changeable heads. It has a 2,000 milliamp battery for 6 hours of use time on a full charge, right? So you get 5 levels of vibration, plus it has a super quiet and high torqued motor. So you guys are probably saying, this little box, what's inside it? Let's pop it open and let's show you. So inside this is, of course, a carrying case, which is very cool that they give you this nice carrying case, right? So inside the carrying case, we're going to kind of come forward a little more. We'll show you the little case. It's got their logo down here, nice little handle strap, so you guys can take it along. You know, it's good that they give you the case, so if you guys don't have to have all the heads laying around and stuff like that. So popping it open, you have the user manual up here, right? You have a whole bunch of the heads, like you have the little ballpoint hammer head. We have rounder style. Then we have the round, right? These are all rubberized, very soft, and actually simple. Larger ball. The hook for like kneading and pressing. And then we have the flat one.
The flat one is my favorite, personally. I really do enjoy that one the most.
Then you have the charger, right? Just around. I wish it was just a USB-C charger, but they give you that. So, the device itself. Let's set this down kind of in front of me. Pull the device out. As you guys can see, nice large device. You have the power button, then the modes. I believe you just probably press it to go through. Down here you have your on and off and the charging cord. So let's turn it on. Now you guys can see it comes on up here. This is where it will change the... Hopefully you guys can see that.
What I really like about this model too is that the top offers kind of like a sort of like engine exhaust. Rather, it's where the heat can come out if you're using it for an extended period of time.
This is the vibration modes, right? Wow, that really gets going. So let's actually completely power that off by that button. Let's grab one of these devices and let's see. We'll just use the little hammer, the flat hammer top. Right, it just goes in, guys. Once it's in, it's in. If you want to take it out, pull it right back out. So once we're on, you guys can see it. It's going. We'll just like hit the shoulders here and the collarbone. And that actually feels really good. You guys can hear my voice.
I love hearing the vibration in James's voice.
Right? Good for like getting the muscles and... You know, that's just on low. So let's go up a notch. Let's actually go up all the way. You guys can see that going, right? Hopefully you guys can hear that.
So as you can see, Syncom does a great job at all their massagers. I have one of their hand massagers. I don't think I have any of their percussive massagers, but it's just, it's a fantastic brand. I love the different types you had. Like he showed, you get the ball. You get 2 different types of ball heads. You get a U head, a flat head, a bullet head, and then like a compression head too. It has a very nice carrying case, and it's very easy to carry around wherever you want to. There is also a $30 clickable coupon on the page for it too, to take off a good chunk on it, so you can get it for, you know, just about $60. You like the bullet head? See, the bullet head always hurts me, Margaret. Like, I try to use it. What part of your body do you use it on? Because like I've tried it at different places. Like I've tried it like on my neck. I've tried it like on like the back of my legs before. I've tried it like on the inside of my arm. Like I cannot find a good spot for the bullet head. But if you have any wise words of wisdom for your boy, please pass them along. But to finish off, use them on your shoulder, like the collarbone area, or like the back of the shoulder. Like what part? Because I kind of want to try to get one. Because I still use my Bob and Brad one, and I have a little thingy for it. But yeah, to finish off our trifecta of amazing Syncom products, we have our glorious leader, Justin, doing the last one. This is going to be for the Syncom eye massager. So go ahead and jump right into that. We're almost at the end of our show here, folks. It's been a wonderful ride. It's amazing how fast time flies when you're doing these shows, man. But going right into the Syncom eye massager, let's let good old Papa Justin get right into it.
This is the Syncom eye massager. Now, this is a very unique product. This is the second eye massager I've ever reviewed because I didn't even know these type of products existed until recently. So this is
Oh, so you do it on the back. Okay, so like the shoulder blade area. I'm gonna have to try that.
the second one I reviewed, and it has some pros over the previous one that I reviewed, which I won't name that brand because that's not the brand that sent me this one. So this is the Syncom eye massager. And what this does is it has kneading, kind of like shiatsu balls, as well as little, think of them like airbags that expand and inflate and then contract. Combine that with heat. And what this is designed to do is you wear it around your eyes, and it uses the gentle massaging balls and the heat to help relieve eye strain and stress around your eyes. And the previous one I reviewed was just airbags. It didn't have as much heat, and it did not have those rolling balls. So I'll be honest with you, I was afraid to try this thing because when I heard it has shiatsu rolling balls, I was worried about these little, like, beads or something rolling over my eyeballs, even with my eyes closed. You power button them, it charges via USB-C, turn it on, so you hear power on. It says welcome, and then you just put it on, and it starts going.
See, mine, I have a Renfo one, and it does the same thing. Where
No
like,
fancy buttons
put
to
it
use.
on.
It just starts working. So, right now, I don't know if you could hear it on the microphone, but it's doing vibrations and just a hissing. So it's testing. Now it's rolling the little balls around my eye.
See, mine also doesn't have the balls either, and I think that that's a good feature for them too.
And I feel it rolling. And again, you can adjust the strap and loosen it or tighten it as you need to. It's making vibration noises. I'll try to get this closer to the mic. Can you hear this? You can hear it making like little hissing sounds as it releases the airbags inside of it. It's actually getting really warm. I actually definitely feel the warmth. Now I get...
So it goes between 104 and 122 degrees Fahrenheit, just so you know. So about like 35 to 38 Celsius or so, somewhere around there. About
migraines quite often, actually. The heat from this, when I have my eye... If you ever have migraines, if you're familiar with migraines, sometimes your eyeballs feel hard like marbles. They hurt so bad from migraines that your eyeballs feel like they're all like hard and solid. And the heat from this and the massaging pressure from this really is comforting. The noise is not so bad that I can't fall asleep while wearing it, and it will auto shut off when it finishes its cycle. But this one has more heat and the rolling balls on it that the other one that I tested didn't have. The other one was just airbags that inflated and deflated. And it actually gets really hot. My brow's getting sweaty from it. Pretty cool product. Really, really, really cool. And the cool thing is that it travels by folding. You can just fold it up like this. This one uses micro USB to charge. I wish they would use USB-C because then the same charger, the same cord to charge your open.
He always complains about about stuff that's powered via USB-C or micro USB instead of USB-C. I see that Nate has the head massager. There's a head massager? I might have to try that.
Open move could charge this. Everything should be USB-C. I can't say this enough. I want to see every device use USB-C. And here, it talks to you while it does this routine. I'm holding up the microphone here so you can hear it. Can you hear that? Pretty cool. Nice product. You switch the options by tapping it. But really, really cool product.
I like that product because I get to hear the rant about Justin not not liking stuff that's powered by micro USB. Every time he has to do something that's micro USB, he's like, this would be a lot better if it was USB-C. It always makes me laugh. But no, that Syncom eye massager is just fantastic. There's a $18 clickable coupon on the page for it right now, and it's already 27% off too. It has those really cool features of just has the eyeball rollers down with micro USB. It must fall. You're not wrong. You've converted me to the ways of the USB-C. I keep USB-C cords all around me now. Now I've been converted to the way, Justin. You win. You win. You can take the win this round. But when I was your age, excuse me, I feel like no one will ever understand the struggle of the old school micro US, not micro USB, mini USB, and then the wide iPhone chargers. Like, I did not like those. That's the real old school ones. So on our second to last product, we have a blanket. I always kind of keep this blanket near or around me. It is the Bedsure waffle style or waffle weave rather blanket, and I love this thing. First off, like all Bedsure products, it's always super soft. Yeah, those large wide ones. I still have a couple because I still have an iPad first gen that I use occasionally. I can't use it for anything else besides an e-reader, but I use it for that, so it's nice. But I love this blanket. It's always super soft, and even though it's super thin, like if I hold it up, I can basically for the most part kind of see my computer vaguely. I can't like see like super descript things, but yes, I love the weave on it too, and it's really good at keeping heat in. And this is the queen size, so like if you thought it was too thin, you could always just take it and fold it on itself, which I typically do when I'm reading. And all you have to do is fold it in half and then put it on you, and then it's super warm. This thing, yeah, basically this thing is really good for keeping heat. Like I'll just sit there like this, and I'll take one arm and bring it around, just have my reader right here and read like this, or I'll cover myself like from head to toe and just read. This thing is so I always wash no matter what I get. When it's a product that I have to lay on or wear, I always wash it just in case, because you never know. And without having to wash it, it was this thing was super soft. And I mean, this is probably the softest blanket that I have ever owned. And I know you may be thinking like, oh, $50 for a blanket like that, like, is it really worth it? It is. There is also an extra 10% off for it too. Also, what's up, Kamehameha Gaming? Kamehameha, it's dope. But I have the queen size, and let me tell you something. It's absolutely fantastic. I have the cream white color. They come in all sorts of colors. They come in blue, gray, khaki, light gray, lilac, navy, sage green. Ooh, that sage green looks nice. Scottish gray and white. And like I said, with Bedsure, you can trust it. You know it's going to be soft. You know it's going to be durable, and it's just going to be a fantastic blanket through and through. Also, Kamehameha Gaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live show family. I am a big Dragon Ball Z simp. Have you seen the news? Did you see this new superhero movie? Because I thought it was amazing. And then I also keep up with the manga. So, like, I have been enjoying Dragon Ball Super a lot recently. It's been all amazing. Um, but moving on to our last product, we have a really cool um, Galaxy's Edge, like a Sith holocron. I could not remember that word. I absolutely love this thing. I'm actually going to change my mic input so that you guys can hear the sounds that it makes. Because right now I have a filtering program on, so I'm gonna change it. So you might hear a little bit of background noise, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it when you hear the holocron itself. So let me just go ahead and change my mic device real quick. Oh yeah, I loved it. You know what? The only thing I have to say about it is I wish they would have done the same animation style that they did the Broly movie in, because I feel like that would have made it a little better. It was a little cartoony, but the story was still good. I still really enjoyed the story. Okay, so you might hear a little bit more background noise now. I'm sorry about that, but it's so I can show you guys this absolutely amazing Sith holocron. So what's cool is it takes AAA batteries, and to turn it on, all you have to do is simply this. And it starts glowing. Now what's really cool is if you touch it on two sides, it makes sounds.
We are Sith. Do you know who I am?
So what's really cool about this is that it basically just says
Sith killed each other, victims of their own greed. But from the ashes of destruction, I was the last survivor. chose to pass my knowledge on to only one. I created a legacy so resilient that now you come before me. Have you come to be my apprentice?
Yeah, it talks a lot. Oh, if you have a NVIDIA GPU, you can always get NVIDIA Broadcast. That's what I use to filter out my background sound. But what's really cool about this is it has a lot of voice lines, and this thing is really cool, honestly. Now, what I love most about it, though, is that typically when you do that, it just goes through its voice lines or whatever. But if you combine it with a kyber crystal that you can get for them, this one is Darth Vader's, then it turns into kind of like a magic 8-ball, essentially, where you can like ask it questions and it will answer things. And sometimes I don't like the answers that I get, I'll be honest with you, but it's pretty cool still. So all you have to do is you open this little like cartridge, and you can see it has like a little container, and this is what the kyber crystal looks like. You can get a bunch of different ones, but this one's Darth Vader. So I'm gonna drop that in and go ahead and close it. I don't know if that was Darth Sidious. I think it's supposed to be Darth Malgus, I think. I'm not quite sure. But now when I turn it on and I ask it a question, it will be Darth Vader's voice. So, am I the best Sith Lord to ever have lived?
The future is shrouded.
The future is shrouded. Will Justin give me $1,000? It won't answer. Will Justin give me $1,000?
Yes. Yes.
So Justin, you gotta give me 1,000. Darth Vader says so, and if Darth Vader says so, then you gotta do it. So it's just something really cool. It was really funny when because Justin kind of got this as a strategic purchase for me, like the kyber crystal, and the kyber crystal came, and I was like, I can't do anything with this without the holocron. He was like, okay, I'll get you the holocron too. And I got when he sent the holocron, man, I have so much fun with this thing. I love getting to use that little holocron thing. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm up late. This is you know, it's weird because this show is you know, my new time and stuff. And so basically I start an hour later and end an hour later. But that is all that I have for the show tonight. That is everything. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you, of course, as I'm about to end the show, the views go up. Why y'all gotta come at the end? Why y'all gotta be here at the end? But that is it for the moment. If you could hear the sound of my voice, please drop a follow. Thank you, Reek, for the follow. You know, welcome in. Please make sure you follow so you get a chance to stay up to date with all of our Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live streams. We're always doing different stuff, different giveaways. And in fact, Justin already posted one, and I'm going to go ahead and post another one. It's okay. Hey, look, better late timing than no timing. You know, that's how it be sometimes. And so what do you do here? Basically, we show you guys cool products that all of our Dragon bloggers have done. We showcase them. You know, we showcase other Dragon bloggers and different stuff. You know, typically anyone does. We do a large variety of products, all sorts of products. That the party don't start till I walk in. Okay, Serene. Okay. But yeah, basically we do all sorts of products. We do giveaways and stuff. And, you know, we enjoy all of you guys coming by because you guys are all fantastic. So before I head out, though, I'm going to go ahead and drop some links for the giveaways that we have. So this giveaway is going to be ending on September the 17th. It is for the Pokemon Legends Arceus game. It ends September 17th, and you enter for a chance to win that at www.dragonblogger.com/winswitchlight. And then we have one ending in a couple of days here. Actually, it ends like a few days before my birthday. Also, everyone, y'all better be, everyone who's in chat right now has to be here next Tuesday, because not only is it my 27th birthday, but I'll be streaming too, so make sure you'll come by because I love you. And then this other giveaway that's ending on September the 3rd, is for a chance to win a Gigabyte G5 gaming laptop, a G5 gaming laptop, or $800 on PayPal, and you enter for a chance to win that. www.dragonblogger.com/win gaming laptop. But you know, since there are people here, I was typically about to head out, but because there's so many people here, and of course the party doesn't start till Serene shows up, so I'm gonna go back to the beginning, and I'll kind of jump through some of my favorite products that we went through tonight, just so you guys get a good feel. Yep, 7 to 9. So the first product that I'm gonna go back to is a really cool. Oh, look at, you know, I haven't even hydrated or dehydrated. But yeah, guys, one thing that you must always do at an Nkda live stream is hydrate or dehydrate. Make sure you got your water bottles with you. Staying hydrated is super important, and so just make sure that you're always staying hydrated, especially at my shows. When you show up not only with your wonderful personality, but with your water bottle also. Alright. Woo, excuse me. So, someone mentioned Anker, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Anker product that we did. So what's really cool about Anker is I love Anker products because they are so fantastic. One of my favorite Anker series is like the Eufy stuff, specifically because I love Eufy security, but they also make really awesome sound stuff. And so this is the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. Nate covered this one, so like this is just an example for those of you who are new. We cover other different Dragon bloggers who have done products. So I'm Nkda, but I'll still show you know, stuff that Nate has done, stuff that James has done, something that Justin has done. You know, Justin will show stuff that we've all done. Yeah, we use our own videos for all of these products. So also, you're so sweet, Lori. All right, so this video right here, this is going to be the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. And Nathan, I keep calling him Nathan because I have a cousin named Nathan, but Nate covered this one.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Nathaniel with Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment, and today I am super excited to showcase to you the Anker Soundcore Motion
Wait, okay, so Kamehameha, who's Christy?
Boom Plus Bluetooth speaker. This is an absolute beast that comes with a ton of features and packs a ton of power, so we'll go ahead and just take a look at it. So you guys can see right here that it has this matte black finish all the way around it.
Oh, Serene, you know I'm always gonna match that energy. I am nothing but excited all the time. The more people talking, the more I'll talk back. It's just an endless feedback of talking at that point.
Whenever we look at the top right here, you have that.
You know, it's like they always say, you can't keep a good Nkda down. When you fall off that horse, what do? You get right back up and you eat that horse.
Soundcore branding on the top as well. You're going to have all of your control buttons, which is going to be your play pause button, your next song button, the bass.
Wait, Lori, if Serene and you are Musketeers, who's the third one? You're missing one. You're missing one.
Bass mood up, and your power button as well. Taking a look at it right here in the front as well, you can see that you are going to have your 2 speakers, 2 tweeters, and then on each side of the speaker, so right here and right here, you're going to have passive speakers that are going to act like your subwoofer, and they add a ton of.
It's funny, every time I hear the word Dragoon, I think about Beyblade, like the first season where he lets it rip, he goes, Cyber Dragoon! And just, that was my best impression of a cartoon voice, and I'm sorry you all had to hear that. Let's skip ahead in this video and listen to some cool sounds by Nate.
Build up on my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place.
So as you can see, like, it's pretty loud, and one thing that I like about, like, you know, because when it comes to video and audio products, it's really hard to, you know, you don't really get a first-hand feel of it or first-hand sound of it, so you have to kind of really rely on what the Dragon blogger says about it and what they're commenting about the sound. And one thing that's always a tipper for me is if I can hear the bass from the second hand through the bass of my 7.1 Dolby sound system on my headset, then I know it's a good product. And you always know you're going to get something good with Anker. What's really cool about Anker too is that they also have like this really cool app that you can go through and basically change the EQs, the different sound settings and stuff that you like. And that's just, you get so much value out of that. Also, what's up, Boston Butterfly? What's up? Welcome to the street. All my homies are here. All my homies have joined me. Thank y'all for being here. I think we lost Busy. I think Busy fell asleep. But yes, welcome to the stream, everyone. I am your host with the most but no toast. It's your boy, Nkda. Always happy to be here for you. I am the Dragon Blogger, resident Star Wars expert. I don't know if you can see all the lightsabers and stuff behind me that are on that couch, but I've also got just a wall of Star Wars here. If you have any Star Wars questions or anything, I have Star Wars galore. I always try to end my streams with Star Wars products if possible. But if you can hear the sound of my voice, press that follow button to stay up to date with all of our Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live streams. We've got Nate in the chat. We've also got Justin in the chat. Also Sharon Walsh, thank you for the follow. So I'm so glad. Let's see, you want me to toss a saber into... Sure, go ahead and pick one. It just has to be one. Now, I can't do the Luke one because I have it, like, pinned up to the wall right now. But if you want to throw one in, feel free. You could do the dark saber. That might be a cool one. But I have a whole bunch. I basically, if you name a Star Wars character, I basically have it. Yeah, I love Star Wars too. I'm getting ready to start a podcast soon. I don't know if I'll turn my camera over there a little bit, but basically I own every printed Star Wars book from the Legends timeline, and I'm only missing like 7 from the Disney timeline. Yeah, busy sleeping. Wait, Busy? Wait, I did not know. Wait, is Busy a female? I didn't know that. I thought Busy was a dude. Uh-oh. But yeah, no, I have a ton of Star Wars stuff. If you could ask me the most obscure question about Star Wars, I guarantee you I could probably provide you with an answer. And okay, awesome, Justin. I'll circle back around to that. I'm gonna do a couple of other products that I think are really cool to show while we've got people here. So first off, I'm gonna jump to the OBSBot camera. So as you guys see right now, I'm using about like an $850 blogging camera called a Sony ZV-1. Before I jumped to this one, I started using the OBSBot Tiny PTZ 4K, which I already have set up. I'm just going to go ahead and connect it. And what I love about it is that it is basically a AI tracking camera that's super amazing. Oh, also Jar Jar Binks is the world's greatest Sith Lord. If you didn't know, he is Sith Master. But essentially, this PTZ webcam is really cool. He gets a bad rap because he was used as a comic relief, and people just didn't really like. People were so critical about the prequel movies, and I don't know why. True or false? Padme forgot her password. Her password to what? I don't remember no password. But I love Jar Jar. I think he's funny. People ask me all the time about what I really think about like the Star Wars movies. I think the original 3 movies are good movies, good Star Wars. I think the prequel movies are they're okay movies. They're a little cheesy, but they're still good Star Wars. I think that the sequel trilogy is bad movies and bad Star Wars, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So we're gonna go ahead. So I'm gonna show you. So this is the ZV-1 camera that I have, and I'm gonna switch to the OBSBot Tiny PTZ. Now you'll notice that the color isn't as warm, but it's still got that 4K quality. It's still nice. Now I also have a wide angle lens on my ZV-1, but what's really cool about this is that it like follows you around. Okay, I unlocked it. Hold on, I gotta lock it on. And now like when I move, the camera will follow me around the room.
And I think that that's something that's really cool, is because it has that AI tracking features that develops how to work with not only your, you know, like your hand gestures. Like I can get to zoom in too. Hold on. I think that that's so cool. I think that that's so cool. And to answer your question, Serene, who doesn't like comic relief? Well, not to make fun of the Star Wars community, but sweaty neckbeards who like to judge things before they have a frame of reference, basically. That's who doesn't like comic relief. You know, as far as episodes 7 through 9 is concerned, I think the best one out of all of them was probably 8. The cinematography was amazing. The symbolism was really good. I really did love The Last Jedi. But Episode 9 made me angry. Somehow, Palpatine has returned. Like, you had no other way to do that? That's how you gonna bring Palpatine back? And what makes me upset is that, like I said, I have all the Legends books. And so after reading them, where Palpatine actually does come back as a clone, for them to just be like, somehow Palpatine has returned. I was like, please, Disney. Please don't break my heart like this. Also, what's up, Siren? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. But no, as you can see, y'all start talking about Star Wars. I get so sidetracked. I'm so sorry. But no, the OBSBot PTZ 4K is just absolutely fantastic. As you can see, the quality is, I mean, obviously it's not going to be as good as $850 blogging camera, right? But for the price, for all the features that it does, I think that the OBSBot is a really great camera, not only for people who are doing blogging or just video conferencing. It's just a great overall camera to have. And so you know, if you're looking for something like that, something that has some really cool features, it's just definitely worth checking out. I like that too, by the way. I'm just able to switch between the two if I want to. It doesn't take anything at all. I can just keep going back and forth. But it really is a absolutely amazing camera to have, and you know, I love it. Let's see, my fourth senses was tingling, plus you're talking about OBSBot. Both things also summon me these days. I'm glad I know how to summon the purple queen herself. That's amazing, you know. And if I couldn't summon you that way, I could always tag you in your Discord. So that's something that works too. But yeah, that's the OBSBot camera. I'm trying to look through here to see what are some other cool products that we can go over before I jump to the end. Because I am kind of tired, so I don't want to stay too long. But I'm trying to think about what stuff. Okay, I want to show this one. So I'm gonna go to this product real quick. It's the Greenco 5-tier floating shelves, and I really like this one because it was super easy to build, first off, and it does an amazing job at being able to show off like your little Funko Pops or plushies or whatever you may have. And so I'm definitely going to pull this one up. I'm not always on Discord, but ever since I started my server, I'm on there more. Today I became an Amazon I saw the links that you posted. I saw the t-shirt and the pillow. I thought that was cute. Did you commission someone to do that? But this is the Greenco 5-tier floating shelf. So this is what I put in because my girlfriend has a lot of Funko Pops in her room and a lot of plushies and stuff. So we built these and put these in her wall, basically to show you guys. Oh, they surprised you. That's such a sweet surprise, honestly. Let's see, saying, but still annoyed they took one of the shortest book and stretched it into 3 movies. Okay, so I would be real with you guys. I am not a Lord of the Rings fan all that much. That's my girlfriend. I'm specifically Star Wars. Never got into like Star Trek or anything. I'm just now watching the Lord of the Rings movies for like the first time. And I've only seen up to Return of the King. That's it. Let's see. Got a Jet. Thank you for going over the Soundcore Motion Plus Boom or whatever it was. It sounded hella tight anyway. Hey,
I don't know if it's Reek or Rick, but thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for the follow. We really do appreciate you. We're happy to have you as a part of the Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment family, and we hope to catch you. You know, if I don't catch you on another one of my streams, definitely, hopefully you can come tune in for one of Nate, James, Justin's, Aster, or Deer's streams. And you know, we're trying to we stream quite a bit, so at some point we will catch you again. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I can't wait to see you again, man. Thank you so much for the follow.
I have finished assembling my 5-tier floating shelf, and as you can see, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to be transferring some of the stuff that I have over here onto the shelf because I think that it is a lot better at displaying my Funko Pops than...
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, it was made off of the DS Pure Tumbler?
Those other floating shelves that I have, but it's absolutely fantastic and it fits the room really well. I love the fact that I can put it in a corner space and it just seamlessly blends in. The assembly process was...
That's so awesome. I'm so jealous.
Super easy. You just have to assemble the entire shelf before you put it against the wall, and then once you put it against the wall, there are holes that you screw it into. The instructions do an amazing job at showing you how to do it, but once you get it...
Okay, now Game of Thrones is something that I have watched and read extensively. Don't get me started on the, please. Let's not have the Game of Thrones talk, Serene. Let's not do that.
Set up, you're basically good to go. You can put a lot of stuff on there. My stuff doesn't weigh a lot, and I wouldn't put too much weight on there, but you can put a good amount of stuff on there, and it's great for displaying different plushies and Funko Pops and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you're looking for an amazing little 5-tier floating corner piece for your room, this is definitely one that you're going to want to check out. It looks absolutely amazing, and I'm so thankful to have it.
I'm gonna be real. I did not want the Mad Queen end. I was like, please don't do Mad Queen. Please don't do Danny like that. She ain't make it this far just to end up the Mad Queen. Don't make her the villain. Don't do that. And boom, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. I was like, oh no, not this. All right, so I'm gonna do one more product, and then I'm gonna end on my Star Wars product, and then I gotta go. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish I could stream longer. I promise you I do, but it's late for me. I'm tired, and I know some people in the chat are probably tired too. But I'm gonna do a couple of more just so we can end on a really awesome note. But I thank y'all all so much for being here. Like I said, if you can hear the sound of my voice and you're not already following, press that follow button to stay up to date to all of our Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live streams. You know, I'm your host with the most but no toast. It's your boy Nkda. Always happy to be here. Always happy to remind you to also hydrate or dihydrate. Oh, I forgot to put it up. Hydrate or dihydrate. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm going on fumes, but I'm going I'm going for you guys, honestly. I love this. If I had gotten more sleep last night, I probably could have gone longer, in all honesty. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'll always be back. If it's one thing, I'm always coming back. But let's go ahead. We gonna stream until you pass out. Yeah, of course you would say that, Nate. Of course you want to see me pass out. We already know. We already know you plotting on my downfall, Nate. It's okay. If he dies, he dies. All right, so this next product that I'm gonna show you guys before. How do you enter Switch? Wait, how do you enter Switch? Like to give away for the Switch? Oh, you're gonna post the link? I could do, not tonight. I wish. I could, if you gave me at the beginning of the day, I could. But at this point of the day, nah, I couldn't make it. But what's really cool, I'm gonna show these because I love these hanging plant melamine plant pots, and it's a really great for those of you who are plant lovers like me. This is definitely going to be something that's really cool for your home. The hardest part about installing these was getting the lengths of the wires right, and though they're not perfectly even, I got them about as close as I really could, but they look absolutely fantastic. And so while this video is playing, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my dark saber because I'm ready to show you guys a amazing end to this stream.
So here we have the Oledio melamine pots, and I absolutely love them. They're amazing, fantastic, and they were so easy to assemble. I love plants, and so does my girlfriend, and so the fact that we have this is absolutely amazing. It's a wonderful centerpiece. It was really easy to install. All you simply have to do is put the top bar together and then adjust the strings to get the height as even as possible by measuring them out, and then you just tie them at the top. I cut off the extra parts at the top and I've got them hanging like this. Now these are really awesome because we were able to put them down long enough to still get sunlight when we raise the blinds up, and it's just fantastic how amazing they look, all four of them together.
Take the baton. Take the baton from me. How you gonna take the baton if I ain't passing it? Also, Serene, about your Daenerys comment, man, let me tell you something. Amelia Clark will always be my Khaleesi. And hold on. Let me let this video before I start this small little rant.
I kind of want to get more, so we can put more of these around the house, but they just look so beautiful, and it just adds an amazing effect to any room.
Oh
so
no,
if you're
Serene!
looking for some way to show off.
Okay, wait, Serene, since you're heading out, before you go, I just want to say, Amelia Clark is like bae to me. Like, I think that woman is just absolutely beautiful. And I like Star Wars. So when I found out that she was going to be in Solo, man, I simped so hard. I actually have Akira. She is the only one from the Disney timeline that I have a Funko Pop for, because I love Amelia Clark that much. And so when they did Mad Queen, I was so upset. I was like, my Khaleesi, why they do this to Misi? But I'm sorry to hold you up. You feel free to go. I'm sorry for taking up your time. It's rare that I get to geek out completely about Star Wars and other sci-fi stuff with so many people. So especially Game of Thrones. But we have gotten to the end of the show for real this time, and so I'm gonna do a little something. It's Nkda After Dark. Woo! But the last product on my carousel is something that's really cool. I'm also going to change my input device. You might hear some more background noise now, but I've got my Darksaber, which I love, and so I'm going to go ahead and turn this bad boy on. Look at it. Isn't it so cool? I love this thing so much. Now, what's cool about it is that, like, if you press one of the buttons on it, it's kind of like deflecting laser bolts. And I love it so much. And also, if you hold the button, it doesn't affect as if you're cutting through something at the end, which I think that it's really cool. But I love being able to just like randomly deflect blaster bolts and stuff. And then if you want to, of course, you can just bring it into the shaft. Now, what's cool, if you see these lights on, when you press the button, you're good to just reactivate it real quick. It's like a quick activation. But when you want to turn it off, you got to make sure you hold it and that these lights are off. Otherwise, it'll still drain your battery, essentially. But if you guys want to see it one more time from a distance, I absolutely love this thing. Oh, Ouija, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live show. But I love this thing. This is one of my favorite. My girlfriend got this for me as a present, and I have loved this thing since I got it. This is probably the heaviest hilt out of all the black series that I have. And of course, it's the Elite series too. So you have to you can pull out the blade if you just want to display the hilt. Also, shame, Nate, you need to watch Spaceballs. Spaceballs is an actual classic. The Schwartz, man, the Schwartz. But yeah, no, I absolutely love this thing. It's fantastic. What I also like about it is this is the only Black Series one that I have that you charge. You actually charge this battery via USB-C. It's not like the other ones that that take batteries and stuff. So that's something that I think is really cool about it also. But let me go ahead and turn these lights back on. And so I definitely appreciate... Oh, wait, hold on, chat. If we hit 7,000 during one of my streams this week and this week only, you will shave your head. That sounds awesome. Make sure y'all please follow. Please, if y'all are listening and not following, please follow. And Sheila, are you asking where I got this from? I got this on. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend ordered this one on Amazon. Only 129 left. Yeah, I got this one on Amazon. I have some behind me that are custom made that you can't get on Amazon, but for the most part, a lot of these that you can find on Amazon. But everyone, thank y'all so much. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like I said, you know, I'm always happy to stream for you guys. I'm sorry that I gotta go, but you know, you guys are wonderful. Like I said, if you're not following, please press that follow button, and come join us for all of our Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live show. I love you too, Gamer Grandma. The chat wasn't ready. But again, I will be back tomorrow at 7 PST, 9 CST, or 10 EST, just depending on what your time zone is. Thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Make sure, like I said, make sure you follow to make sure you're kept up to date with all of our Dragon Blogger Tech and Entertainment live stream. I'm your host with the most but no. God, I'm tripping up over every word. I am your host with the most but no toast. It's your boy Nkda. Thank y'all for stopping by. Peace out, Girl Scouts, and I'll catch you all later.